know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe. Tonight, so get in here, we in here to vibe. Like and subscribe.
Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear my voice. I'm so sorry. I was running my mouth, y'all. I can't believe the court paperwork I'm seeing in front of my eyes, child. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear your girl. Hold on, I'm not even sitting down yet. I'm still standing up. Y'all remember I used to stand up? I stood up for about a whole year and blogs. Y'all remember that? Shoot, I used to work hard in the damn paint. You hear me? They want to try to discredit your girl. Shoot, I used to stand up for the whole live, 4-5 hours straight, standing up on my feet. Ooh, Lord, I need some more creamer. Hold on, I'll be right back, y'all. Give me one more second. Ooh, Lord, I need some creamer. Ooh, baby, my coffee is tart, honey. It's tart. I need some sugar. Sugar. I need some sugar. Perfect. All right, I'm back, y'all. Can y'all hear me? I keep on asking y'all that. Y'all like, damn it, Amor, we hear you. God damn, we hear you. Who, child? Listen. She said, as y'all come in, hit that thumbs up. That's right, Christina. Tell them, please, and thank you. Please and thank you. Listen, y'all. Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. She said the other sides are calling CPS on her, and they said they are sending videos, evidence that what I heard last night. Oh, you talking about they calling CPS on Korra? Child, listen. Y'all, I'm sitting up in here like, I'm so glad I'm old. I'm 53 years old. My kids are grown. Because I would probably have to pop my baby daddy if I had to deal with anything Cora or Brianna battle. Have to deal with these sorry, bitter baby daddies. I promise you, I have never seen so much bitterness in my life. This make me want to call my baby daddy up and just say thank you for being you, Lord, Father, God. You hear me? Cause baby, she said, is you monetized? Yes. I got my monetization on, and y'all, I have me a goal. Y'all know it's the end of the month. It's the end of the month. I'm gonna drop a link, y'all. I am gonna have a host today. And I'm gonna have her post her Cash App just in case anybody wanna bless my co-host for today. Come on up here, Camille, girl. Let's break these two bitter baby daddies all the way down. Come on up here, girl. I just dropped the link. Camille's gonna come up here, you guys. She just started following the core story a couple of weeks ago, so she kind of behind. But I'm loving that these Black Americans, baby. I'm loving that the Black Americans is seeing what the fudge sickle is going on, right? What the fudge sickle is going on in this space. She said, Amor, is she really a social worker? She said she's a social worker, so I just put that because she said she's a social worker. She reported herself as being a social worker. So I don't know for a fact, but that's what she said. All right, hold on, Camille. Let me change my echo before you come up. Give me a second. Echo cancellation. All right, hey baby girl.
Hey.
Mm. I was just telling them, hey, you want to drop your you want to put your Cash App on your thing. Do you know how? Do you know how
Do
if
I
you put
even? I don't even think I got it.
you don't have Cash
I
App?
don't even think. I do not think I got Zelle and
You don't
what's
have
that
oh,
other
you do have
thing?
Zelle?
I got a Zelle, yeah.
She said, "Did you get your coffee yesterday?" LOL. That was me first time doing it. Oh yeah. I got it. I just didn't know it was you. So thank you, Tasha. I did get it, but you didn't leave a name. So thank you so very much. Do you have a coffee link?
Girl, I ain't got none of that.
Now, you know, I told you to get a coffee link now.
I
I'm
ain't
on my
got no coffee link, no Cash App. I only have my Zelle and what's that TikTok pay me through? What's that
Okay, well,
called?
if you have Zelle, what you could do is, if you want, you could put your Zelle. You look at your let me see. Look at your hold on one second. Um, I know there's a way for me to show right here. Okay. So you see how right now you got Camille? You got your name as Camille?
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's another way you could do it. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh yeah, like this. Like, I don't have a Cash App either, but I supposed to be getting one. Like, I'm gonna put my Zelle, and it's just my email, my old ass email. So you see how now I have that?
Yeah,
Do
how
that to
you add
yours.
that? How did you
So
do
just
that at
click
the bottom?
click on uh click on these little three dots,
In the headline.
and then
Hold on, let
hit
me see. Okay, I think I see. I
edit
think. Let
name,
me
and it's
see.
the headline.
Okay,
Put
hold
your
on, let
Zelle
me
information
see.
right there.
Let's see. Uh Thank y'all in advance if y'all send me some. Sure. I appreciate it.
Yeah. She said, "Amora, Google that lady, and you would be surprised." Um, I would be surprised of what? What's her name? Tell me the lady name.
Did I do it? I don't know.
Let me see. Yeah, you did, girl. You in there like slim with a Camille 0423 at gmail.com. That's right?
Mhm. Yes, ma'am. Camille 0423.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Okay. All right. We cooking with Crisco. Okay. So now, she said that lady said she has been to prison but changed her life. Oh, she's been to prison? Well, okay. Is that why y'all saying she may not be a social worker? She said she's still a Korra hater in my book. That was a setup. Oh, she used to hate Korra? Oh, wait a minute. She's a big Korra hater from what I saw. What? Wait a minute. Hold on. Is she a Korra hater? Please tell me. Oh, for real? Girl said ain't so. Oh, we been finagled. Hold on. Have we been finagled? Girl, hold on. Give me a second. So I was about to play this video of this girl calling CPS on Justin, but they saying she is a Korra hater. I gotta see, girl. What the hell?
Mm.
She said, "Amore, check the I don't care reloaded page." Okay, hold on. I don't care reloaded. Okay. Let me make sure. Oh, I am following that page. Okay. Let me find out, baby. Somebody said Stony and Don. I don't know how real it is, but somebody said that they ain't gelling well with Justin no more. You know, Stony and Don is the one that did that Clock It song trying to go against Korra with Justin.
And how he play that song around his kids to the point where they sing the song. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, and she went off on him about that. But I'm trying to, they said that I don't see it. Like, okay, I'm checking it, but what am I supposed to be looking for, Athena? I mean, Athea, I'm sorry. How is there zero post about Cora on her page into that live? Oh, so you don't know. I think this pink lady knows something we don't know. Well, I know she said, well, we know she was a Justin fan for him to talk to her. Yeah, so she has his phone number. I'm gonna go ahead and play her video. Actually, I just found out who she was, y'all. And I'm gonna go ahead and Go ahead and unblock her. She was a hater on my page. I don't know who she hates, but it's somebody that I speak about that she hates. I don't know if it's Holly or or I don't know if it's Holly or Brianna, but she hates somebody on my page because we have her blocked. So in order for you to get blocked over here, you got to be disrespectful. So she was disrespectful about something, but I'm gonna unblock her just in case she wants to pull up. Let me go. Her name is, I didn't even know who she was until she said it the other day. And I said, wait a minute, is that her? I said, we done blocked her ass about 50, 11 times. Okay. I was like, and normally I said that if I block you, I wasn't gonna unblock your ass. But I am going to make an exception because I didn't try to unblock so many times and I unblock and they come back and do the same bullshit. Yeah, the pink lady of Oakland right here. She was definitely blocked on my page. Okay, so I just unblocked her. All right, she says she was on your page talking. Talking what? Was she talking noise? Y'all know I don't read all my comments. I just had to tell somebody to go die today, girl. I didn't even want to, but sometimes they get on my nerves so bad, I just have to say what I got to say.
Dang.
I said, just go die. Like, why you come up under my comments with the bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't nobody invite you over here to be talking that noise. She said, on that video, she gives out JD address and phone number. Be careful. Oh, you know what? You so right. Thank you, Kim C, because I heard it. I said, she doxed the goddamn hell out of Justin, baby. When I tell you she gave his full name, telephone number, and address. I said,
who is this? Who did that? Who did that?
So it's a lady named Unique Parsha.
Is this the chick that was talking to him?
Yes, on the phone. She did another video to CPS and to the police. Oh. Now I didn't listen to the whole live. It's 46 minutes, but it sounds like she is exposing it because apparently they used to talk on the phone. And the part that got me was when she said that he has made threats to Korra life to her on numerous occasions. So apparently he must have told her that he wants to KI Korra. I don't know because I haven't came to that part yet, but I did hear the part where she called CPS. So I am going to mute out when she goes over his phone number and address. Yeah, because I'm definitely not trying to dox him over here. I don't care for Justin, but I'm not trying to do that to him. Okay.
Yeah, that's why.
She says going to prison or having a criminal record does not mean a person cannot become a social worker. Convictions will be reviewed, and some offenses can create serious barriers or disqualify a person. Okay. Ain't no way Justin blocking would have sat through that amount of insults from a woman. No, I don't think that was a setup. I don't think that was a setup, Althea, I'm sorry. I think, who said that? I'm sorry. Did Althea? Okay, Laura Lee. I don't think it's a setup. I think that Justin is not that bright. I'm just going to be honest with you. Justin is not that bright, you know, and so, and for whatever the reason, Justin thinks he could woo black women. He think that he could talk black women into trusting and believing anything that he says. So I think if anything, he wanted to try to stay on the phone long enough to gaslight the fuck out of her.
But ain't this the same man that said that black women would do anything just for a meal?
Well, he said, yeah. He said black women will sleep with you like they're easier to give it up because they feel obligated to have sex with you after you done bought them a meal. Now, I don't know what type of black women that he's fucking with, but I wish I would lay down with a ninja over a chicken dinner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you better pay rent for a year or some shit like that or whatever, because baby, I could buy my own food. You know what I mean?
Wild. That's even wild to say. And then trying to persuade black women. Like, that's crazy. I wonder if Korra just sit back and think, even like any woman in a situation like this, when a man is weird, like, dang, like I really did that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I guarantee you, Korra questions her judgment. Hell, I think at some point, in our lives, we all question our judgments of who we
Yeah,
choose
you get that one
to
you
be our
want to
baby
just
daddy.
delete.
But they were married. But I do believe that she questioned her judgment of getting with Justin.
How long
I
were they
think
married?
4 years. They were married
Mm,
4 years, you know, and 4 years is long. I actually think she knew, she's from Africa.
mhm.
She's from Nigeria. So I believe she said, more read the unique lady post. She said she stands with Korra and the Nigerians. Okay, okay. Thank you, Miss Pam. So listen. Um, what was I about to say? Oh, she's from Nigeria, and I'm saying that to say us Americans, we don't believe in marriage the way, well, not believe in marriage. We don't uphold a marriage the way they do. We will get out of that shit. If you start moving funny, we don't care if it's 6 months or 8 months. We would throw deuces and leave. But Africans, from what I'm seeing, they put a little more weight into their marriage, right?
Yeah.
So they try, they endure, they pray, they beat the drums. They do that to try to work it out. Where we might go to our prayer leader one time and maybe go to the closet one time, but after that, it's fuck you for life. Get out my face, and I don't care if my baby don't have no damn daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
leave me alone. But Africans tend to kind of want to make it last forever. They with some key sweat type shit. You know what I'm saying? Make it last forever and ever. So 4 years was long for her, right? Now she even wanted to make it last even after that, right? However, when she said, and I listened to her, she said she went and bought a cake, and I don't know, she bought some alcohol or maybe a card, and she gave it to him, a cake and something, maybe his face, I don't know. But anyway, she bought it, and she said he threw it in the trash can. And she said that hurt her. That like did something to her. Like, all you didn't put me through. I didn't been with you from cheating on me, from hitting on me, from disrespecting me, from doing all of this, right? Taking my money, going on trips with other bitches. And now all of a sudden, you gonna throw my cake? Oh, she said cake and flowers. Okay. So he threw the cake and flowers in the trash can. So it crushed her soul. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she said she knew then that she was getting a divorce. So she said she called her daddy up on the phone and said, I'm done. And she said her daddy heard the reservations in her voice, and he knew that it was done. Right. So with that being said, she gave it 4 years. Somebody said she it was 6 years altogether because she dated him. Okay, Junior is 6. Okay, so 6 years altogether. Okay, so she was with him for 6 years altogether, right? And but married for 4 of those 6, right? So when he came online and said, I'm leaving Korra, and Korra is sleeping around with different men and this, that, and the other, she was willing to forgive him right after that, right? But when he took it a step further and threw away behind the scenes, now, not on camera, but behind the scenes, the cake that she bought him from the grocery store, I would have threw that shit away too. But nevertheless, the cake and some flowers, he threw it in the trash like, I don't want this, or whatever the case. And that's when she said she was done.
That was
She
her
was done.
breaking point.
That
Yeah.
was her breaking point. That was her breaking point. And I don't, I know you just start following him, but when I tell you, Camille, this joker cannot let go. When I tell you, it's something about a narc behaving man. They really don't want you, but they want that control
Yeah.
over you.
Mhm. Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? He wants to
Mhm.
control over her. And let me tell you something else they want. Even if they don't want you, they want to disturb your peace. If
Mhm.
they see, so Cora, when I started following her, I noticed that sometimes Cora would come online and she would cry or whatever, and she would, cry or say something or whatever in regards to what he's doing to her. That excites him. Okay. That excites a narc. That makes them feel like, oh, I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. She's depressed, she's upset, she's unhappy, and it's because of me. Yes, yes, yes. They love it, right? But when they see you glowing and flowing and ignoring them and moving still in your bag and still doing you and getting loved on, they can't stand it. So he wants to do something to disturb her peace. And because here lately, she hasn't been showing that he disturbed her. It's still more smiles, more laughter, more travel, more Korra, and then she's getting more support. She's gaining more followers, right? And her supporters still loving on her and loving on her and loving on her. that's messing with him. That man actually said in a video the other day with this pink lady from Oakland. He said, she said, "You act like you're miserable or something like that. Are you happy or something like that?" He said, "Of course not." That joker said he lived a miserable life right now.
Wow.
A white man in America, 36 years old, white man in America said he is miserable. What the refrigerator? What in
That's
the
because
hell?
the what he wants to control, he hasn't successfully controlled. You know what I'm saying? He wants to see her break down. He don't care about nothing else. I don't know this dude like that, but like whatever accomplishments he got, whatever like family life outside of his children with her, anything, none of that matters if he's not controlling the one thing that he wants to control. So he
Yeah.
is miserable.
She said he's 38. Well, he said he was 36 the other day. He the one said 36. So maybe he don't know how old he is. You know, some people do lie about their age. But this is the young lady right here that actually I'm gonna assume that at one point she supported him. And let me give some context on that, right? So I think in the beginning, people did trust him, right? Because the man has doctor in front of his name. Hold on, let me pull this out like I normally do. Hold on, let's just pull this out because I don't want certain things popping up when I'm on live. Okay. So he got doctor in front of his name. That's one. And then he dealt with he was married to a Nigerian woman. So automatically, most Americans feel like he was being done wrong. Okay. Like, oh, she from Nigeria. She might be trying to scam him. She probably was just trying to get to America. Um, and she just wanted a green card and she used this white man to do it. So a lot of people probably was really riding his wave and jumping on the bandwagon thinking a Nigerian woman was really just using him for his status and for the opportunity to be an American, right? But until you watch her and literally see she is a hard working, gifted woman, right? And she promotes positivity. She's not, she ain't with that rah-rah. She don't be cussing people out and shit on her page, even though she has more opportunities to do so. She don't do that. She show love. She shows her life off. I mean, she really, her content is lifestyle content, and that's what she shows. And her supporters love her for that, being just authentic. She's in rare form. Sometimes she wakes up and her hair look fucked up like mine do be looking or whatever before I throw my hat on. And she's comfortable with that, right? She's comfortable in her skin. She's comfortable in her hair. She is authentically Korra, right?
He's relatable.
Girl, they just removed my comment. It says, "We remove your comment." I swear I can't stand Facebook. Fuck y'all. Y'all get on my nerves. Look what just happened. I swear all I said was, "Bitch, die immediately." How in the hell can that
Of
be?
course, baby.
Oh my God. Like, I can't stand them. Keep that old lousy ass
You
$100
know
y'all get.
what's so crazy? Because I've
Can't
recently
stand
seen
them.
I've seen a lot of fellatio going on Facebook, and I'd be like, y'all really deleted my comment, but I'm seeing all of this.
Girl, I seen a man ass booty naked the other day. Only thing you couldn't see was his D print, but you saw his booty, the butt, everything. Like, I was like, the dude is
Crazy,
naked.
crazy stuff,
All
but
he
they'll
did was
delete
just
that.
take his hand and cover up his middle part, but you could see the rest of his body.
Mm,
You
mm,
know that?
mm.
So anyway, man, when I tell you I'm so sick of Facebook. Facebook is the weakest fucking platform there is. They the weakest, and I already know they are not me. Like, I mean, they're not for me. They're not for me. They too censored. Like, they could go straight to hell. To be honest with you. But anyway, I got another page. I'm going to start using my other page. I'm gonna use both of them because now I'm probably on restriction for a fucking year or some shit. That's what they do to me. I can't stand these months. Anyway, girl, let me stop on my grievances with Facebook. Talking about some CY. Fuck, I don't care why. Hell, all I said was die immediately. Shit. Why don't they flag the damn girl that came up under my comments talking
I'm
shit? They
trying to
be on my
tell you.
nerves. People be telling me they be making a bag on Facebook. They be like, girl, I be making a bag. Girl, they got to be the saintest
Nah, you just gotta know
bitches.
how to reply. You have to know how.
I didn't even say bitch. I said beach.
But you told her to.
How did they pick that up though? I just
Cause
said go die
somebody probably
immediately.
reported it. She probably reported it. for
Oh,
bullying and
girl.
harassment or something. She probably reported it. Facebook
Well,
do
I
be
mean, if
tweaking
they,
though. Cause I call somebody the GOAT. Like literally I said you're the GOAT, like the greatest of all time. And they I didn't even say the word. I put the little emoji. And then they told me it was bullying and harassment. I'm like, what?
are you serious?
Yeah, they do too much over there.
Was
They
you
do
able
too
to fight
much.
that?
Nah, nope. I
Oh man,
tried to, and they still said they stuck by
I
their
don't even try to
decision.
fight no more. I
Yeah,
used to
it
try to
is what
fight. I
it
don't even
is.
try to fight no more. It is what it is. I don't give a damn. That I mean, I ain't taking $100 for granted, but that's all they pay me. 118 sometimes. At the most,
Yeah.
one time I made $500, but that was one time. The most now is maybe 100 and well, I made $200 one month. But girl, Facebook can kiss my ass.
Yeah,
I would rather.
Facebook be doing too much. The thing to Facebook right now, because you know I do that. I do the whole Facebook thing. They it's the reels. You post at least a minute long reel, they put ads on it. So you get paid from those ads. So if you put little
Where they,
clips of like the videos that you do on here, put those
Mhm.
clips over there, at least a minute or so, then you'll get the ads on them. And you know you got your supporters and everything already. So you're gonna get the views and you'll get the ads and you'll get more payment. And the more payment, the more views, the more ads, the more you make per thousand views.
Well, I'm glad you told me that. I wondered did they take down the whole post or did they just take the
They
comment
just
down?
probably removed your comment.
Did they put me on restriction?
Nah, it probably won't. It's probably a warning. Facebook be doing too much.
Yeah, they moved my comment.
Yeah. You still good
Well,
though as far as your monetization. Just I'm telling you, just take them little clips. You know how you was taking your clips and making them reels, at
yeah.
least a minute or so. Do that and watch what happens.
All right, these motherfuckers. Boy, I tell you, Facebook don't like me. But I think I'm flagged like in the system, like in the back system and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they know me.
One of your haters probably work for Facebook.
Yeah, one of my haters probably work for Facebook. But so I want to review her video, but not only that, Camille. I was talking to you earlier on the phone. Toward the end of this video, or I'm gonna do this video. It's 46 minutes. We're gonna review what she says. Girl, I want to get into this shit that John L filed. Do you hear me? Or should we do a different
Mm,
live?
I think it should be two separate ones because that one's yeah.
Okay, so you guys, we're gonna have a back to back. Okay, you guys, we're gonna have a back to back live today because John L filed how many pages is that? 16 or 13? I think
13.
13 pages of some fraganaga bull. And baby, we got to break it all the way down. So what we're going to do is, because I know everybody that love Korra don't love Brianna, and everybody that love Brianna don't love Korra. So we're going to do two separate lives, okay? But it's going to be right after each other, all right? I need y'all to make sure y'all meet my goals today because I'm going to be talking my ass off and I'm drinking coffee, all right? So we're going to do two different lives. I'm going to give y'all two lives, all right? I think on this goal, I'm only asking for what am I asking for? I think $150. Y'all could do that, right? Come on, loud talkers. I know y'all could do that. I think it's $35 super chats. We could do that. Y'all know it's the end of the month and I got goals to make, baby. Let's just keep it a buck. I got goals to make and I'm a little off, just a little bit. And I'm so glad, I'm so bold. And I said, but I got 408 people in here. God damn, y'all want to hear about this? I need to start coming live more often. She said, go drink some coffee more. I am drinking coffee right now with extra cream, with extra creamer. Okay. She said coast to coast Saturday. Yeah, we're gonna do coast to mother effing coast Saturday. We're going from California to Atlanta, Georgia. So right now I got 9 super chats, you guys. I need hell, I don't even know how many more. 21 $5 super chats, you guys. 21 $5 super chats for this live. And then I'm gonna do it for my second live as well. All right.
Yeah,
But anyway,
because that Janelle that needs a whole separate.
Johnny
Yeah,
has lost his mother effing mind. I'm trying to
yeah,
figure out which narc is worse that I cover. I swear these narcissistic behaving ass men are just for the streets. Do you hear me? Straight for
yeah,
the
man. Yeah, that's crazy.
girl. Anyway, let's do this first and we'll do John L next. But y'all, so I'm gonna skip to the part where she hold on. I'm gonna skip to the part. Well, you know what? We won't skip. I was going to skip until she called them, but let's just listen. Okay, here we go. Now, listen. This lady has his phone number, has Justin Dean's phone number, and she's called him before. Like I said, I do believe that Justin feels that if he can, woo you or have you believe in his bullshit, he will talk to you as long as until you figure him out. Once you figure him out, he would throw you away like a empty roll of toilet paper. Okay. All right, so this I'm gonna start this, and we're gonna get into it. Of course, we're gonna be stopping, and just let me know when you want to stop and say something as well. Okay,
Okay. All
but
right.
we're gonna break down her video. Now we're gonna mute it when she start giving out his personal identifying information. Okay, here we go. I think she takes a minute to come in and she do some introductory. Okay.
Fault that I'm tired because I was up between 1 and 5 o'clock listening to her commentary on YouTube, and I was cracking up.
Oh, I think she said that she on this part, I'm gonna rewind it because she said my name. She said something about the reason why she tired is because she was listening to me all damn night. Hold on.
Sunday morning, Justin Dean's live. June was in a swimming pool, and Athena was near the swimming pool without a life vest or lifeguard gear. And he was clearly 5 feet away from those children. All it would have took for Athena to fall in a swimming pool within a second and drown, because he was clearly about 5 feet away. And I watched his eyes. He was glued to the comments because he was responding to the comments. So therefore, how do he, anything could have took place. And while he was looking down at the camera and watching the camera and not paying attention to his minor children. And so I'm definitely making a complaint about that. And if it was Korra Obidi, he would have clearly sent the police, had everybody would have been attacking her on social.
Now, she is absolutely right. If that was Korra haters would have said everything under the sun. It would have been 50 calls or more into CPS, and they would have called her the worst mother in the world. So she is right, because he still says things like, she exposed my daughter's vagina 20 times on the internet. You know what I'm saying? He says things like that. He go around telling people that she abused his children all the time. Like, he throws that out like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And even to say something like that, like, I don't know if you really paid attention to her, but like, she takes good fucking care of those
Yes,
girls. Like,
I do. That last live that when I was on and you were telling me about her, and I said I was gonna go follow her. So it's been like a few weeks, and literally every time she comes across my timeline, she just seems like a happy, jovial spirit. Like she dances, she cooks, she travels, and she's really about her kids. But I do notice, like when her kids are out of line, she checked them right there on the spot, which I love that. I
yeah,
love
she
that.
checks
Like
them
you
on the
get to
spot.
see
Mhm.
she's a mother. She's being a
Yeah, she's a
mother. Like,
mother.
so in just
She's
a
been a
few
mother.
weeks that I've been following her, I love her. I think she
Yeah,
does a great job with her content. And I'm telling you, when I see that she's live, she be having so many people on her level. Like the people love her. And that's
yeah,
one
they
of the
do.
reasons why Buddy over there mad. Because he didn't
Yeah,
want people to rock with her. He wanted people to like frown upon her and hate her. That's
yep.
why he said the things that he say.
Exactly. He want to turn people against her. And you're right. And she does check her children. And him being a white American, they raise their kids differently than we do. We raise our kids with discipline, and sometimes we could be a little bit more stern than they are. Johnny, sit down, little Johnny. Come on, Johnny, get down off the table, Johnny. Johnny, please don't jump in the river. Johnny, I'm not going to be able to jump in behind you. Don't jump in the river,
Not
Johnny.
the river.
Exactly. Get your motherfucking ass down. Didn't I tell you to sit the fuck down? You always
Right.
doing some shit that I told you to sit the fuck down. Okay? Because if your ass fall in the river, you gone for good. Because I'm not jumping in there behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we parent different. And I just don't think that he grasped that. He didn't learn how to read until he was like 29. I mean, maybe 18. Okay. Because he did go to college. So he didn't learn how to read until he was 18 years old. And so I don't think, and then he from, where he from, y'all? Iowa, Wichita. one of them white states up north or whatever he's from. I don't even know if it's up north. I think it might be out east or no, west. I don't know what the fuck. Where he live, y'all. But anyway, wherever he from, they probably didn't have that many black people there. So he wasn't raised up with black parenting. Oh, Oregon. Come on now. You know, ain't no
Oh
black person
Lord.
in Oregon. Okay. No
And
black families.
this is the lady that he was on the phone with that was telling him that he came from white trash.
Yeah. And then she tried to clean up and say, okay, you come from good. That shit was so funny. So, but yeah, so he probably have never seen a black family, black mom raised black children. He probably was never around that when he was a kid or whatever. Like I went to basic training with a female that told me that she had never seen a black person in real life until basic training. And I'm like, what the fuck? She says, no, I've only seen them on TV. And I thought that was like, I'm like, she lying. Ain't no way that she's lived, 18 years and never seen a black person. She had never laid eyes on a black person.
That's insane.
It's very much insane. It's very much insane.
Like not even outside a grocery store, driving past in a car, nothing?
No, she said she had never seen a black person in real life. She said
Oh my
only on
God.
TV.
Wow.
I guess she probably, I don't know, child. Listen, but that's so. But in some of these little, you understand though, some of these little small hick towns, they don't mingle like that. Matter of fact, it's some states separate the blacks from the whites from a railroad track. Like you stay over there, I stay over here. I grocery store over here, I bank over here, I Walmart over here. Like they have everything separate. So, I've never been to Oregon, but I would assume that Oregon ain't got no black people. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Camille probably got a phone call, you guys. She'll come back up. I'm gonna drop the link just in case she comes back in the chat. But we're gonna go ahead and go on because y'all know I could talk. We'll be here for 3 hours, honey. So let's get into this. Let's get into this content. Camille, I think she probably just got booted off, but she'll be back. She'll be back. All right, let's get into the content, y'all. Let's get into the content. Okay.
The media and fuck that. I'm not finna play with it. I'm not finna play with it. I'm not. No. So before I call the police. That's gonna try to be the first call. I want to go over something. Actually, I'm a little bit tired. It's Amora's fault that I'm tired because I was up between 1 and 5 o'clock listening to her commentary on YouTube, and I was cracking up. And then I also did some research because Justin Dean mentioned about if you saw the conversation that I was having with him, he mentioned about People's Magazine and then he said that she didn't have any acid on her. She had polish remover on her. And he said you could even see it on People's Magazine. So what did I do? I Googled it. So the Metropolitan Police in London stated that the liquid that was on Korra Obidi was non-cosmetic item. It didn't specify on what that was. So for Justin Dean to say it was polish remover, nowhere in the article on People's Magazine did it state anything about polish remover or anything. And like I mentioned to him, if you didn't have anything to do with the crime, you didn't have anything to do with the incident or orchestrated or participated in it, how would you know that it was polish remover on her or not? And I think he said that as if she was lying, as if she's a liar.
Let's stop right here for a moment. So I agree with her. Like, why would he know what the solution was? One, right? But not only that, let me tell you what raised questions for me. So the day of the incident, Justin went and posted something on his page, like immediately. It wasn't even that long afterwards. And you would just think a normal person, right, would their first response to the mother of his children getting attacked in another country, their first response wouldn't be to call her a liar. The first response would be to, not rest in peace, but what do you call somebody? What do you say to somebody that you concerned about? Prayers for Korra. Prayers for Korra, something like that, right? No matter how you feel, she's the mother of your kids, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your first instinct as a human being, you don't even know, you're not even in that country. You just hear about the attack. And his first response was to call her a liar. Instead of saying, I just heard some bad news about Korra in Europe, UK. Pray for Korra. I don't know what's going on, but please pray for my girl's mother. Hell, he could have got clout from there. But this joker, I think he did a post where he was actually calling her a liar, trying to say that, the attack, it was made up and it was all a lie. And, basically trying to insinuate that she made this shit up. So because of that, that tells me everything I need to know. This joker knew about that shit. He absolutely knew it. Whether he orchestrated it or they told him they were going to do it, he knew about it.
Yeah, that's what I was finna say. That's what it gives. It gives that you was in on whatever that was.
Exactly. You can't tell me different. Because this joker literally called her a liar shortly afterwards. So yes, I do believe that he has something to do with it. Can I prove it? No. And everything I say on this channel is allegedly. I ain't trying to get sued. You see, they trying to sue Tasha K again for defamation. Brian McKnight, girl, of all the people in the world. That joker trying to sue her for defamation. So I'm not trying to get sued because, baby, listen, I ain't got much to give. I would have to go out there and pick some dandelions or some shit and give it to him because I ain't got nothing to give nobody. So I ain't trying to get charged with defamation. So everything on my channel is allegedly based on my opinion only. All right, let's continue.
If somebody pours some liquid on you, you might not know what it is. And if you're talking to the police, you might say, oh, it's this or that. That does not mean that you're lying because you thought it was acid or whatever. Nowhere in the People's Magazine it stated anything about Korra Obidi was lying or not telling the truth or whatever. It was just found that it was a non-cosmetic item, but no particular thing of what the item was or anything else like that. So it's very puzzling for Justin Dean to actually know what it was when he wasn't even there and everything.
And Camille, not only was he not there, do you know he actually said he reached out to the police department in Europe, talking to them about it or whatever, and he said, and they told me that, it was fake, it was a fraud. She set it up, and not only, and he said they said that it was all she set it up, a hoax or whatever. But I believe that if he did, which I don't know if he did, but because he lied so much, but if he did talk to the police, he probably said, that's my ex-wife, and I know that, she's a fake, she does things like this. That's probably more likely what he did.
Did he have any evidence that conversation took place and those things were said?
That man never come out here with no evidence.
Well, it never happened. It never happened.
Yeah,
because he seemed like the type of person, just like, somebody else we know. Every time something happens, you're putting it out there. So it's always question for me. If somebody that's always putting stuff out there, then all of a sudden you don't put stuff out there when it really matters for real.
Yeah. Yeah, he don't provide evidence. He literally say stuff and most of them just take and run with it. I do believe that he has an audience full of uneducators. You know how Trump always say he loved the uneducated, he loved them being his supporters or whatever. I think Justin is kind of like that. He liked the uneducated. He liked the ones that don't do no research. And when he told her to go look it up in People Magazine, he said that not thinking that she was going to actually do it. Because you know what they say about a black person? They said, if you want to hide something from a black person,
put it in the book. Yep.
Because they assume that we're not going to read. They assume we're not going to research. They assume that we're just going to trust their word. So, I mean, and he, let's just be honest, he is a white man. And I think that he lives by that. And I do think the majority of his audience are black people, black women. So I think that he believes that, if I tell a black woman something, she's just going to automatically believe me. She's not going to do no research, So
But
let's
you
continue.
know what? Wait, hold on, Amora. You know what's
Uh-huh.
so bad about that to me? Because black women that thrive off a man that appears to be a great man, anytime a black woman like just start hating the woman, it's because they've never been treated right in their life. It that's what it gives. It's like you've never had somebody treat you right. So when you looking at the facade of this person, he appears to be this great guy and all of that. It's so easy for these women to hate another black woman than to take what she's saying at face value. And that's so sad.
Yes, I agree with you. I have said that so many times. I believe that some of these women accept the behaviors of some of these men.
Yes.
They ain't seen nothing better. They ain't seen
Yes.
their daddies, their uncles, their granddaddies, or their boyfriends, baby daddies. They have not seen nothing better. So they're like, they looking at, like, for instance, if they see a guy post a picture of his child, oh my God, he's such a
The
great dad.
best father on the planet. That's correct. The bare minimum. You see
Bare
the
minimum.
bare minimum, and you just everything he says is like gold.
Yes,
That's so
absolutely.
sad.
Yep, because that's the goodest that they ever seen it. All right, let's continue.
And then also, that you not to have no type of compassion for the mother of your children, that she's being harmed in London. And regardless on what liquid it was, Cora Obidi was attacked. That's a fact. Nowhere does it state, when I did research on Korra Obidi, on the incident that took place in London, that it states anything about a lie. So for him to mention that if she ever go to London, she's gonna be arrested is some bullshit. He's trying to make up another lie. That's not even true, because everything is recorded, and it's nowhere that it states anything about that they're waiting for her to return to do an investigation of what.
And the thing about it is, she has returned. She went back to London like last year, or I think it was last year, and she visited there, and she was not arrested or anything. So again, he just tell these people lies, and they believe it.
Whatever. The police already in London, the London police have already did an investigation and already made a police report. So he is making up bullshit and constantly coming up with fucking lies on against Cora Abidi. And then another reason why I want to talk to the police is because he's obsessed with Cora Obidi. I mean, I don't know if y'all know that he actually lives on her. I think he lives on her street. He moved on her street. And I saw people having comments to him about that. And then he tried to say, like, I moved there so I could be close to her school. He didn't necessarily have to move on the same street of Cora Obidi just so he could be next to her June school. He is clearly obsessed. He shows nothing. He's mentally unstable, clearly.
Camille, what do you think about that? So this man claims that, oh, she lied on me. She said I abused her. She said that I hired a hitman to try to kill her. She's, basically she's a psychopath. He called her a narcissist and all of this, but he moves literally on her street, down the street from her, within walking distance.
This has nothing to do with them kids. It never has anything to do with the kids, but that's what they say because it appears to make them a good father, a better person. He's literally stalking that lady. That's weird as hell to me. If I don't went through all of that with a person, I would want to be away from that person. If you wanted to be father of the year and be close to your kids, you could have moved. I mean, you ain't have to move across the street or wherever the hell he stay at. That's weird. And for me, that's a different level of weird. Like that man might hurt her weird.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
scary. That's scary.
It is scary. And I'm sure she has to live that. I'm sure she went and got extra alarm system or whatever.
And who wants to live like that though? But like you said earlier, it's like he wants to break her. It's like he wants to see her break. Like I couldn't imagine how she is. And even though she, she posts and she's happy and all of that stuff, I couldn't imagine what going to bed feel like. I would be freaked out.
Yeah. Seriously. Mm-mm-mm. Let's continue.
He just seemed to be, he cannot move alone. Because my thing is, like I said to him, if you've been divorced from somebody that you don't like, you wouldn't even watch them. You wouldn't even want to hear their name. You wouldn't even say their name.
Right.
You would be moved on with your motherfucking life. And you wouldn't even give a fuck about them. You would just move on. You wouldn't care what they doing, where they went, or wherever. You clearly is obsessed with her.
Right.
You're jealous of her. Every time some success take place with Korra Beatty, as you see, he stole a subliminal post. He has something to say subliminally about, and everybody knows he's talking about Korra,
right.
Even if he don't directly say her name. I have been watching Korra Obidi for over 4 years. I can honestly say, and without a shadow of a doubt, out of 4 years, since they've been divorced, separated, and everything, I have only heard her say something. I know that she's talking about him subliminally about 3 times. She don't say his motherfucking name. She don't even say nothing. I bet you she don't even send him a happy Father's Day or anything. She don't like his ass at all. She don't want to have nothing to do with him. She clearly doesn't like him and have moved on with her life. Only thing that she wants to do is have her children see their father, and that's it, and keep it moving.
And see, with her just saying that, that bothers Justin. He doesn't like the fact that she doesn't like him. You know what I'm saying? Because, of course, he's always saying, or he just recently said, every girl that he broke up with, or every girl that he was seen with on his page, they all want him back right now. They're actively trying to get him back. So he can't stand to hear that Korra doesn't like him.
Korra can't stand. He got it, and that's why he's trying to make her life miserable.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got to think about it. See, his mind is clearly not working right, because if you're literally functionally trying to make somebody miserable, why would she want you back?
Exactly. Not even want back. She can't stand the ground area that he walks on. She clearly cannot stand him.
And that's exactly why he moved across the street.
So she can up front. He's
trying to make her suffer.
Yeah.
He knows that the very being of him, it makes her sick.
Yeah. He knows that. Absolutely. Yep. He wants to torture her.
Mm-hmm. And that's it. And it doesn't take away. She clearly, if you see her online, she's doing things with her as a mother. You clearly see she loves her children, good mother. And I mean, really, I have seen nothing but positive. Her music, dancing, or whatever she's doing to promote her music and showing motherhood. That's it. She not even, we have seen Justin Dean with about 4 or 5 bitches that didn't work out. We never saw Korra besides music videos or anything with a male, and she keeps her, whatever she's doing, if she have a love life or whatever, keeping it private and keeping it off of social media, and don't have her children around that. Justin Dean have had his children around 4 or 5 women, and he had his children calling them mama. I asked him, what the fuck
yes.
he told me when I asked him.
Yes, he did.
What the fuck?
Yes, multiple.
Oh my God. But I promise you, the minute his across the street looking ass see a man walk up in that house, he gonna go to the courts. He gonna do some goofy shit. Wow.
And you could tell that she, and this is no dig against Africans, but you could just tell she's not American, because a Black American woman would have cut the donkey food on his ass. I don't know a Black woman in America. I'm going to say, I don't know a Black woman in the world that will go for allowing your children to call another woman mother.
That's at that young wild.
Mm-hmm.
And ain't this the dude that cut his daughter's hair?
Yep, same one.
I remember that. that.
Mm-hmm. He would have got a well cussing out. And then I would have told my daughters, that is not your mother. I am your mother. Okay. Do not call those women mother. Call them by their name. They are your nanny. They are not your mother. That's your daddy's woman. girlfriend, but that is not your mother. But the kids are too young to be understanding that, 3, 2, hell,
And
I
how
think
many women has it been?
about at least 4, maybe 5. Hey, yeah,
Wow.
it's been about at least 4 or 5 that he's had around those children. He used to get them off of this internet and just let them come move in with him and shit like that or whatever. Like, yeah, he's had,
Wow.
quite a few of them actually to be around the children, cooking for them and shit like that. They nanny, stepmommy, daddy girlfriend. Like, I don't know. They wore many hats.
But my thing is, as a woman who's dating him, why would you even allow that? I would be the one to say, no, no, no. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your mom. My name is Miss Such and Such.
So these girls are young, like probably early 30s or whatever. And they
That ain't young. That ain't young. When they come to
but
that, I don't care.
but if you're not that knowledgeable about manipulation and narcissistic men, they probably take Justin as an honest man. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, he's a doctor. That title holds weight. So you're not thinking that he's going around lying. So you believe him until you figure him out for yourself.
Mm-mm.
And
And
then
then
once
if
you
it's
figure
been
him out for
how long
yourself,
they been divorced? How long they been apart?
they've been divorced for almost 5 years, but the girls don't stay long. I have not seen a woman there probably longer than what, y'all? A summer may have been the longest relationship, and I think that was probably a year. But these girls don't stay. These girls leave. They date him, they figure it out, and they be like, I'm out of here.
Mm,
I'm out of here. They don't stay long.
that's
They do not stay
crazy.
long. Yeah. So I think they figure him out. They probably catch him in lies, and then what he does, he come to the internet and he try to make it seem like the one thing I do not tolerate is lies. So all of a sudden he try to make it seem like they were a liar or they stole something from him or they wanted some type of personal come up from him and shit like that. So the chat is saying only 3 to 6 months they stay and then they gone. So it wasn't even a whole year.
And then
And
having his kids calling somebody that you've been around. But see, and that's the thing, like I said, on behalf of the other women, ain't no way in 3 to 6 months I want somebody kids calling me their mama. Not me.
exactly.
And I went into a situation, I was 19. And I knew, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, don't do that. I'm not your mom. So
Yeah.
in their 30s, they should goddamn know better.
Yeah.
That's uh, that's one of them boundaries you put your foot down with some shit like that. Cause I always look at things like if you can do this to somebody else's kids, like if we in this and we had kids, like what would you do to me if this wouldn't work? How would you treat my kids if this didn't work? What would you make my kids do if this didn't work? I think like that.
And I think that a lot of people should, but I don't think that they do. Because, and another thing, exactly, because the moment y'all break up, the same shit that he's doing to the other,
Right.
he's gonna do to you. But I don't think women be thinking they be, because even me, when I was younger, I used to hear my ex tell me things about his ex, and I used to laugh about it. I literally used to like laugh and chuckle until my relationship, went downhill. And then I thought back like, God damn, I laughed
Yeah,
at him.
same thing make you laugh, make you cry.
Girl, you better say that. You better
hmm
say that.
And that's one thing that I respected about my husband. When that situation with his ex didn't work out, he just said, they had their differences, didn't work out. He didn't just dab off into, you know what I'm saying, talking about her. Cause I frown upon shit like that. If you sit and talk about a woman to me, that's a red flag for me.
Yes, yes, same. Jay did the same thing. Jay just said we were young, it didn't work out. We got together when we was
Right.
19 years old, and it just didn't work. And even I kind of pushed the envelope a little bit to try to see, but my husband would never speak ill of his ex. He just would not.
hmm
He just literally said we were young, we were dumb, we both did wrong. I mean, he literally, I was just like,
Yeah,
damn.
if it's meant for you to find out something about her, she'll show you herself. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to dive into none of that because that's a huge red flag. If you sit and be cause she no,
Yeah. No, I met her and she's just as sweet. And, she literally was like, it was more her mother, didn't want him with her because her mother didn't want her being with a military man. So it was
mm,
not necessarily Jay per se. It was her mama was interfering with her relationship, and she has said, which she's married now, but she said that if she had a chance to do things over, she would, right? But she was
Mhm.
like, "Hey, it is what it is. No hard feelings. We have children together, and so forth, so on. So she's kind of like a part of our family. Well,
That's
she
what's
is.
up. That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah. So, and that's why when they tried to reach out to her, I don't know if you know that, but they tried to reach out to her and she blocked every last one of them. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about right there. She literally
Mhm.
blocked their asses. But anyway, let's,
Good.
because we got about 30 more minutes for this video.
This conversation, but when I talked to him before, I say, why the fuck would you have your children calling somebody else mama? Mama. He tried to say that they're confused. Them children ain't fucking confused. They know who their mama is.
Exactly.
Well, you don't have I'm a mother. I wish the fuck would that my would say have somebody calling my children mama. You got me fucked up. I called him out on that. I said that's not their fucking mama, and you ain't even with them no more. So where's mama at now? You're not even with them. I believe that Justin had those women sign a disclaimer form because, as you saw, that you never heard nothing about it because he had them sign some type of disclaimer, NDA, and they probably was scared of him as a white man. But no, fuck all of that. I'm not scared of him, and he could send me an NDA. I ain't gonna shut the fuck up. You could send me an NDA, ADA, PHA, whatever the fuck. I ain't shutting the fuck up. You can put the motherfucking handcuffs on me. I'm not gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna keep on talking. I'm gonna keep on defending Korra Obidi. I'm gonna defend them children and whoever.
And see, he doesn't like this right here. He doesn't like an outspoken ass woman that he can't scare with the law. He can't scare with the courts. He can't scare, with immigration. You're going to get deported. He hates this right here. This is his worst nightmare that more American women are speaking up. He hates this.
She going in. And then I remember him telling her, like what was he saying? Like he wants her to be a better human or something. He was saying her like he started doing insults. Like he was trying to low key insult her.
Yes, I'm trying to, help you out mentally, help you heal.
Yeah.
More educated or some shit. He was saying he was literally being so condescending and downing her. So this is right here is the worst outcome that he could have expected. Her going ham on his motherfucking ass because he told her toward the end of the other video that bloggers were done. He mentioned me being done, and he also mentioned Janice Creates being done. Right? They're just done. They're done, and that's his way of saying, I'm doing something in the background about these bloggers talk about me, which he know. Blogger Ninja, you got 1 million subscribers or followers, even if they fake or not. Bloggers can talk about your motherfucking ass. That's what we get paid to do. Talk about your ass. You bring this goofy ass shit to the internet and then turn around and get mad when somebody talk about you.
Right. It wouldn't be nothing to talk about if he didn't put it out there.
Exactly. So where they gonna lock me up and say, Amora, stop calling him out for his bullshit? Where they say that at? I'm gonna tell you, he thinks the most majority of his audience, I'm assuming, is people that live in other countries that don't know the American law. He can't listen. I was for a long time the only American blogger blogging on this. So now other American bloggers are picking up on this bullshit because he hasn't stopped it. If he would have stopped it, then guess what? It would have died down. But he don't know how to shut the fuck up, move on, and stop harassing his baby mama. And therefore, other American bloggers are now speaking on it. And, people can understand our language because they're from where we're from or whatever. They can understand us clearly. And he can't stand that shit. He absolutely cannot stand that shit. He doesn't like it. And it's going to be more Americans and more Americans because people are noticing the bullshit that he does. They know it. And now Korra is a United States citizen. Hell, motherfucker, she's an American. Joker.
Yeah. And they've been divorced for how long again?
Almost 5 years.
And he's still at this. He's a special case. That's legit scary.
Is it almost 5 years or almost 4 years, you guys? How long they been divorced? It's either almost 4 or 5 years.
Either way, that's way too long for him to still be doing that. Like, leave the lady alone.
He said he gonna keep talking until she shut the fuck up. But the thing about it is, Korra don't even say
What?
anything.
I ain't heard her say in the few weeks I've been, you know what I'm saying, following her. I haven't said I did see her when she checked her daughter because her daughter said that they did. He said something and she was like, I'm the boss of this house or something. But she still didn't say nothing about him. She just checked her daughter.
Right. And she might throw a subliminal here or there, but she don't really say his name like she used to. She used to say Justin Dean or Mr. Obedi or something like that. Yeah, I think it was Mr. Obedi. But she don't even say that no more. She don't even give this man no clout. Like she don't say his name or anything like that. But he say her name, my daughter's mother. She's a horrible mother. He literally degrades and try to put her down, character attack her in real life, real time. He don't give no damns. He says she's a horrible mother. She's an abusive mom. She's a liar. You know, he pretty much insinuate that she just give her body away for money. Like he literally dragged his baby mama on his channel. Literally drags her. And
That's
then
so
involved
sad.
this track. Well, I'm hearing, I don't know if this is for sure. I'm gonna keep following it and see, but I'm hearing that him and the persons that he got into a video with to drag her. I heard that they ain't even on good terms no more. And if they ain't, I'll highlight the fuck out of that shit, you know. But I gotta check it out for myself and see. I need proof, you know what I'm saying? Because people just say anything. But let's continue.
Else the fuck I'm gonna defend. I ain't shitting up. Nobody gonna shit me the fuck up. No court records, no judge, or no nothing. You can send me a court paper and I'm still gonna motherfucking talk all the way from the goddamn courthouse. I ain't gonna ever shut the fuck up at all. Anyway, so let me cover this. I'm trying to cover everything before I make these calls. Okay, somebody have reached out to me and they were like, how can we support you? What's my Cash App? So my Cash App is the $ Pink Lady of Oakland. PINK Lady LADYOFOAKLAND. $Pink Lady of Oakland. Not the Pink Lady of Oakland, but just the $ Pink Lady of Oakland, even though I am the Pink Lady of Oakland, but the Cash App is $ Pink Lady of Oakland. And also, you can buy my book that's on Amazon and Barnes and Noble called I Must Love Me by Unique Parsha. Okay, so let's see how this goes. We're about to call the police department right now. So let's do the first call. That's
So I'm gonna mute it when she start giving out personal information, you guys.
Okay, but wait, real quick. Why she calling the police and stuff? That ain't a stretch.
Yeah, so one, she says she's calling a CPS because he was he kind of was a little distance from his kids at the pool. You know, I think she's more concerned about he was more engaged about social media and the comment section versus
his kids at the pool.
His kids, and
without
one
a
had
life jacket.
Well, one had one on and one did not. The younger one did not. And he said, oh, I didn't have a life jacket on because she didn't want it. So now he's allowing a 4-year-old to be the parent.
Dictate.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody said, why did she do it online? I mean, I wouldn't have done it. I don't call the CPS on nobody or whatever. However, she probably did it just to prove that she was doing it. That's the only thing I can think of. She just wanted to prove that she was doing it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm calling CPS first. I forgot how to number. So while we got CPS, so we're calling CPS first. All calls are recorded. Meeting with reporters may now file non-urgent,
suspected child abuse or neglect reports through the online system is 8.
Now I don't know if it's me, but is those lashes got a shadow under her eyes? Is that what that is? A shadow, or does it when it touch her eye, it leaves a black mark underneath her eye? Because I think
It
when she is that
looked
a
like
black?
she got it just looked like she got bags under her eyes to me, or like not bags, but like her eyes look sunken, if I make any sense.
Yeah, but it does kind of. But and I know I'm not shouldn't be judging nobody, but I'm thinking it's the eye. I'm thinking it's the eyelashes that's touching her face and it's creating a black mark there. Because when you see her close her eye, it kind of touched right there in that area. So I think
Mm-hmm.
she probably don't need to put mascara on there because it
Probably, yeah,
gets mark on her face. Okay, like watching when she closed her eye. You see what I'm talking about?
yeah.
If you are calling to obtain general information, press 1. If you are calling to make a child abuse report or to discuss concerns regarding a child, press 2. If you are someone who, please be advised, any person who knowingly and willfully makes a false report may be in violation of Penal Code Section 11172A and may be liable for any damages caused. Under state law, a person may be immune from liability for reporting a good faith. If you are law enforcement or a DCFS social worker.
Okay, real quick. This lady, I'm looking at the comments. This lady is a social worker.
Uh-huh. What'd she
Okay.
say?
This lady right here who's reporting, she's a social worker.
She say she is.
Okay, because if she is, then I see the obligation to report it. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably why she did it live. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
The $ Pink Lady of Oakland. Okay, I'm waiting for them to answer the phone. This is CPS. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. My name is Unique Parsha.
Are you a mandated reporter?
Yes, I am.
What is your title?
Excuse me?
What is your title?
Social worker and domestic violence counselor.
So she admits that she's a social worker. I don't know if it's true, but that's what she said. She admits that she's a social worker. And I wouldn't even really put it past her because we know another social worker on here that cuts up, you know what I'm saying? That comes out here lying and doing all type of bullshit. She didn't wish death on Brianna and all this stuff. So and she
Oh
still got her
Lord.
job. Yeah. So I don't think social workers require much,
There's
I don't
no
know.
code of ethics or nothing.
Yeah, they may not have a code of ethics because we have definitely seen a social worker act a fool on this here internet plenty of times, lie and say all type of shit about your husband, all kind of dumbass crazy shit,
Alameda County.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I'm going to ask you for your name again. You're sounding kind of far, so I wasn't really able to hear. What is your name again, ma'am?
My name is Unique Parsha. It's spelled just like the word UNIQUE PARSHA.
Thank you. And can I have a phone number for you in case you might get disconnected?
It's 510-210-4418.
Okay, you're a social worker from Alameda County, the domestic and violence division, you said?
Yes, I'm a social worker and also certified crisis counselor.
Thank you so much. Okay, now, can we start by the name of the child who's calling in first?
The name.
So she's giving out full names. She's giving out. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna fast forward this part. Hold on. So matter of fact, I'm gonna fast forward the part where she called. Well, hold on. Let me see.
The child is Athena.
She's giving out the kids' names. Junie and Athena.
And is this the last thing she did? Did anything come of this?
She did it based on a call that she had with him, and she claimed she had other calls with him where he threatened Korra. threatened to bring harm to Korra. So she's going to call the police after this.
Athena is, I think it's.
So she's reporting that he left him unattended by the pool, or not unattended, but 5 feet away.
It's not the mother. It's the incident against the father. The father name is Justin Wake.
She gave his full government name.
Yes, I have a date of birth from him.
Oh, 38. She gave out his address and all. So he's 38. That's what she just said. He's 38. I thought he said the other day that he was 36.
5.
She gave out his address, his date of birth, his phone. I mean, I don't know if she gave his phone number, but she gave his name, address, date of birth, and all of that right there on that live. I said, ooh, baby.
How did they connect? How did him and her connect? Because this is
He
crazy.
jumped in his inbox and he must have responded. So, it seems like he was trying to get as many people on his side.
So he wanted to finesse her, but it didn't turn out the way he wanted it to.
Exactly. I believe that, she said bloggers are saying that she is a Korra hater from a May 2025 post criticizing the way Korra dresses, but I also saw a post where she was praying for Korra in April 2024 and called him Justine. Even if she was complaining about the way Korra dresses, she probably was drinking the Kool-Aid at that time or whatever. But then sometime when you stop and start watching people for yourself and looking at behavior versus looking at the outer or whatever, then you start realizing like, oh, okay. And then, she's an entertainer. So I looked at as far as the way she dressed. Look how Cardi B dressed. Look how Beyonce dressed. Look how a lot of other entertainers dress. So I think people don't look at Korra as an entertainer. But some of these entertainers dress half naked themselves. Now, I don't like when she be wearing them short-ass shorts.
Because I will say this. When I first heard you talking about Korra, I checked her out, because I support you. So I'm like, let me check her out. And my first encounter with her, I think she was in an airport. And I think one of the staff was telling her that her outfit was inappropriate for the airport. I don't travel a lot. So I didn't know that there was like a dress code for the airport. But the lady was telling her, and Korra, her attitude was real stank. So I just didn't get into it. I didn't get into it. But now that I watch her and I see her in her element, you know what I'm saying? Like as a mom, as just like a human, I'm like, oh, okay, she's not so bad. Maybe she just had a off day or whatever. You know what I mean? Because everybody has them.
Everybody have them. And she did have an off day. And I called her out on it. I was like, yeah, that ain't cool. Because even if you do go off on somebody at the airport, you don't film it like that. I felt like it was disrespectful. That lady, that sets her up for scrutiny and possible harassment. So I didn't like that per se. But you gotta take the good with the bad. You can't judge a person off of one thing that they do and then be like, oh, fuck her, I don't want to support her no more. So that's how I look at things. You can call them out, but don't mean that you give up support for them and things of that nature.
Right.
She giving out numbers and everything.
Okay. Like I said, ma'am, I'm having some hard trouble really hearing you. You're sounding kind of far. So you said 323.
Yes, Korra OBD.
Okay.
But this incident is not with the mother. It's the father. That the father had the children on Saturday or Sunday. He was at least 5 feet away from them, and the children were in the swimming pool. The one that's 5 or 6 was in the swimming pool. She did have on a vest, but Athena, which is the one that's 4 years old, she was left unattended. He was at least 5 feet away from them, not paying attention, and she didn't have any lifeguard. She didn't have any type of lifeguard or vest or anything on her, and she could have slipped in a pool and drowned instantly. because he was so many feet away, and then he was on live while they were in the swimming pool. It was dangerous, and I was concerned for their life because he watching the comments and reading the comments, and then he's not nowhere near them to protect them if they would have fell in the swimming pool. And that's why I'm making this complaint, because that is not right. And I feel for these children's lives.
Okay, so do you know whether the children live with that, or the children? I understand you said that the father was one, but when we take the report, we have to have both.
Okay, the children are they with the father for 1 week, and then they with the mother for another week. So it was his week with the children.
Okay, and the mother resides where?
Okay, now hold on just a second. I want you guys to hear this, because you know me, I like to research and find out things for myself. So y'all take a listen to what my boyfriend said. I asked, how far can a parent be away from a kid in a swimming pool? Because I wanted to know the standard, and this is what it says. Oh, hold on, my bad. Come on now.
There isn't a single universal legal distance, but safety experts are very clear on this. You should be within arm's reach of a child in a swimming pool. What that actually means: toddlers and young kids, babies 5 years old, you need to be close enough to grab them instantly, literally 1 to 2 feet away in most cases. Non-swimmers or weak swimmers, same rule applies. Arm's reach at all times, even if they're older. Stronger swimmers, older kids, you can be a bit farther, but you should still be actively watching, not on your phone, close enough to reach them within seconds. Why this matters: drowning happens fast, often under 30 seconds. Is usually silent, no splashing or yelling. Can happen in just a few inches of water. Simple rule to remember: if you can't touch them, you're too far. Extra safety tips: stay in the pool with younger kids, don't supervise from a chair, avoid distractions, phones, conversations, live stream multitasking. Use flotation devices as backup, not a substitute for supervision. Have a designated water watcher if multiple adults are around.
You hear that? Damn. So 5 feet was too far away from the children, and he should not have been on the phone. Actually, he should have been in the pool with the girls, or he should have been sitting on the side of the pool with his foot in the water or something like that, or whatever. Just very much in arm reach, just in case one of them would have fell in and he couldn't get to them right away. So he was in violation. I just wanted to know.
I don't have her information where she resides, and because I didn't even write it down, and I don't have her number or anything like that. But her name is Korra Obidi. Her name is Korra, Korra Obidi, Obidi.
Okay, and again, you don't have her address or her phone number? Do you live in LA County or live in Alameda?
It's no. Both of them live in Los Angeles, California. So I'm sorry. Yeah, both.
You're calling me from Alameda County.
Okay. So do I need to call? I thought this was Los Angeles County that I called. I'm calling.
Yes, ma'am. This is LA County.
Yes.
You're calling me from Alameda, so that's why I'm trying.
Oh, no. I am in Alameda County, but they're in Los Angeles County.
Okay. And this happened where, ma'am?
Los Angeles County. With the father. I was watching online and saw it's an online video, and I saw it, and they're in Los Angeles.
Okay, so this is something you saw. Okay, yeah. So I'm sorry. We need to have that information. I need to know how you saw this, where you saw it, were you there? So this is something that you saw online.
Yes, I was watching. Yes, I was watching it on Facebook on Facebook Live.
Okay, and he said you're a chiropractor, and so basically when you were watching it, they were in a swimming pool. We don't know where. Do we know if it was in somebody's home or was it in a public place? Do you know?
It looks like. I think he mentioned that it was. Because he mentioned going to the bathroom, so I'm assuming that it was at his house. Obviously, it was at his house. No, it was nobody because he
I'm speeding it up a little bit.
had this. He did a scan around the whole pool. It was nobody there but him and the two children. And the children, June was in a swimming pool, and June was in a swimming pool, and Athena was near the pool, at the edge of the pool.
Okay, but nothing happened, right? They were by the pool, but your concern was that he was separated from about 5 feet away, and then he could have fell into the pool. That's basically your concern.
Yes, and they didn't have any, and she didn't have any type of gear on just in case of emergency would arose, and he wasn't close enough. So that's to be there in case of a fall or anything. She could have slipped and fell instantly. All it takes a second for a child to drown.
Yeah, and have you seen this before, or this is the first time?
I seen it 2 days. Actually, I have seen it. Excuse me?
Are you in the point of the father? Have you known father? Are you guys about to know father?
I follow him, and so that's how I saw it on the thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Follow him. Okay, great. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Anything else you want to explain?
That's it. I just want to make sure these children are safe and making sure that he's aware that they need on some type of safety vest or guide, and watching them instead of being on social media when they're in the swimming pool or near the swimming pool or anything around water. Actually, yes, that's about, yes.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that it's actually been multiple other times that I saw the same thing. I forgot that. Multiple other times.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for calling. I will follow up with it. Okay.
Okay, thank you. And if you need to call me, please don't hesitate to call me, because I will answer any.
So right here, she calls CPS, do a report, and basically says, y'all heard it, the kids were too far, or he was too far away from the kids. He was more on the phone, on the live stream. He was more concerned about, what the supporters were saying and things of that nature, trying to humiliate Korra or whatever, because that's what the hell he was talking about to his supporters, rather than being up close and personal and into his girls while they were in the pool or around the pool unprotected. Okay. So then she goes on and called the po-po. All right. Let's take a listen.
Questions or anything that they need. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Okay, so as you see, that was CPS. So now we're about to call Los Angeles Police Department. Let's see how this goes. I'm not about to play with it. I'm Team Korra, Obedi, and Team Kids all day, and I don't give a fuck who don't like it. You mad? Oh, fucking well. Get the fuck over it. Because I am doing what I can do. I can't even rest good.
And I'm sure she said what she just said, because, one thing I will say about Justin supporters, they come in your comments because they think they can bully you. They think they can say something to scare you offline. They say things like you're going to jail, you're going to get charges against you. And they say all type of shit. And when they realize you will cuss them the fuck out, they end up running and going into a hole, and then they don't bother you no more. You know what I'm saying?
Did you notice that, though? Did you notice that there's something about supporters? I mean, albeit Robert, the Ramika supporters, like this guy, every person that is literally the narcissist, the bully, their supporters are bullies.
Yeah, they are bullies, and they will step to you and they will try to harass you, attack you. They do this type of stuff, and then when you call them out, or sometimes you got to ride them the same way they ride you.
Yeah, because I'll be frying folks. I will fry somebody so quick.
And if they think for one moment that you are afraid and you won't get all the way in the motherfucking gutter with their ass, they will continue to harass you. But when they realize you will put their ass on motherfucking blast, and you will go 365 days round and round with their motherfucking asses, and then they tuck their tail. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it is what it is. Because we bloggers, we will give them the energy that they really want. Okay, they want to be popular. We will help your motherfucking ass become popular. Period. So now she turns around and called the po-po.
Wait a minute.
You have reached the Los Angeles Police Department's non-emergency number.
Okay, so Dawn says if he loses custody, he will be able to stalk her 24/7, 365 days a year. That's not true, because she can get a restraining order against him, just like the Hurt twin dads. The Hurt twin dads is forbidden to come online and say anything about April. TPO, he got one right now, a shut the fuck up letter he got from the court, and he is forbidden to come online and say anything about April or those kids, or his ass is going to jail.
But you
Like,
know what, Amora? Sometimes, because I watch a lot of this stuff, like Evil Lives Here, Fatal Attraction. I watch a lot of this stuff, and sometimes when they feel like they're being shut down and can't do nothing, that's when the crash out happens. That's when it gets like deadly. You know what I mean? When they
that's
feel
true.
like they're losing, they legit. That's it. That's the end of the road. That's the scary
No,
part when you see stuff like this, because we could potentially be watching the beginning of something dangerous.
but if
And
he
that's
lose custody, she needs to leave California. Just leave, because sell your house the hell out of Dodge.
because I believe what this comment is saying is like he ain't gonna have nothing on his. He ain't got nothing but time on his hands at that point.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, let me check my lights. Can you guys please step out for a second? I got 476 people in here. I don't even know where the lights are. Let me see right quick. I appreciate you guys being here, but I would just ask that you please hit that thumbs up button. This helps disseminate this live out. If you guys are not hitting the thumbs up, is basically telling YouTube that you do not care for my content and do not want it to be seen. So if you want these type of lives to be seen, I need the thumbs up. You know. Oh, right now I got 298 thumbs up. Can I get a few more, please? And thank you. Can we get it up to at least 350? I got 500 watching. I know it's some of the haters. I know it's some Justina lovers up in this
So
motherfucker.
his people be coming in your lives too, like the other folks.
Yeah,
That's
but they know
wild.
to be respectful, because if not, I'm gonna just give them a little shout out. That's all. Give them a little shout out. Be like, hey girl, what you doing? What you doing, girl? Mm,
That's wild though. That's absolutely scary. Just the thought though, because when you have nothing but time on your hands, nothing, you're idle. An idle mind is the devil's workshop. So that's when stuff gets scary. When you have nothing to do.
yeah, yeah, that's true. Can y'all hit that thumbs up button for your girl, please? And thank you. Come on, y'all. Come on. 25 more people. Do y'all know where the thumbs up at? Come on. Let's do it. Let's go. I got 516. So my viewers increase. So the thumbnail should increase as well. Come on, you guys. Thumb up this video. I need at least 350 to move on. Come on, you guys. Y'all almost there. 15 more. Let's go. Let's go. 15 people. Step out and come back in. Step out.
Justin supporters, y'all can hit it. Y'all can hit the like, the thumbs up too.
Yes. And throw
See
me a
y'all
super
over
chat.
here.
Yep. Throw me a super chat. $5 super chat. Come on, you guys. Listen, $5 super chat. I got 500. Well, now 490. Some of them left. 490 people in here. 490. Come on, you guys. We can do this. We can do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Come on, you guys. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Do it. Do it. Two more people. Come on. Two more. Two more, you guys. Come out of them bushes. Come out. Come out. Wherever you are.
I cannot.
Hit that thumbs up. Come on, you guys. Let's go. 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 Come on. One more. Hit that thumbs up. Or we're going to go on a 5-minute music break. Y'all got 5 minutes to spare? We're going to go on a 5-minute music break. The thumbs up button is on the front page of the YouTube. All you got to do is just go to my front page. Well, I mean, you see it right there, and just hit the thumbs up. Is a thumbs up, a thumbs down, and a whatever. Just hit that thumbs up. And the reason why, it just helps YouTube send my video out. Okay, there we go. We got at least 354. Okay, let's continue. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the bomb. Mother effing com. Okay, thank y'all so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate you.
If this is a police emergency, please hang up and dial 911. For English, press 1. Para español. Please listen and choose one of the following menu options. For non-emergency police dispatch, press 1. For LAPD area community police station, press 2. Please hold while your call is transferred to a police operator. You've reached the Los Angeles Police Department. Your call is important to us. lost property, narcotic activity report, theft, and theft from motor vehicles with property value under $5,000, vandalism, vehicle collision, or exchange of information has been completed. Website again, lapdonline.org, and click on the quick link to file a report. We appreciate your patience while waiting for the next police representative to serve.
I'm waiting for the police to get on the waiting for the police to get on the line.
You can contact the Department of Transportation at 213-485-4184 or
Okay.
while you are waiting, please
So I actually didn't hear her phone call to the police. I heard it to CPS, but not to the police. So this will be my first time hearing this as well.
request various non-emergency services.
Hi, my name is Unique Parsha, and I wanted to see if I could talk to a sergeant or lieutenant that's on duty to talk about a harassment and threatening situation.
Okay, so before we get started with that, maybe I can help you. What exactly is going on?
It's I follow someone named Justin Dean, and I have talked to him numerous of times. And over the weekend, he made 2 days ago, he made a threat against his ex-wife that's very concerning. And I'm a social worker and a domestic violence counselor, and it's concerning and alarming. He also, have made numerous of threats and harassments regarding her, and I'm concerned for her safety.
She ain't playing no games.
No.
Well, he actually, yes, I have reached out to her regarding her safety, but he talked directly to me and made the threats to me regarding her life, and so that's why I'm
And see, I've never actually heard this part, so I'm interested to see what he said to her, and I actually believe that he did make threats about Korra to her, because I just believe that man really wished that she, end up gone. I really
Cause
believe that.
wasn't he saying something about something is gonna happen, it's gonna be
Yep.
CNN worthy and all of that?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow,
He sure
that's
did.
crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, so he told me directly. So I have an address, I have phone number and everything. I have his date of birth, I have his information. Excuse me? No, the incident happened on Wednesday.
Somebody in the comments said they claim that it's fake. What's fake? The call? Yeah, no, I don't think it's
That's
fake.
how they supporters do, though. That's another thing
Yeah.
that their supporters do. They always oblivious when you can tattoo this stuff under these people's eyelids so they can see it all the time and they will still be oblivious to it.
Yep, that's true. That's absolutely true. They'll tell you fake. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you ain't you. Just for people to carry with their narrative, see things their way.
Of times. Los Angeles, California, 90049. 11645 C. You say what about a restraining order?
I said, do you have a restraining order next to send it?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
All right, so I just want to be completely transparent. So since no threat or harassment have been made to you today, we wouldn't have anything to step on. So what I'm going to do is based on the average safety and some of the police department that covers that area is that a summit. So I can give you what we call the senior lead officer. I can give you his direct contact information, and from there you guys will be able to work together to start to kind of put a paper trail and case up against this individual, and then they will be able to help you further if more investigation.
Yes, because because he had, he didn't make the threats to me. He made them to me, but it was regarding his ex-wife.
Okay, so the senior lead officer for that area, just let me know whenever you're ready. I don't have a name, but I have a direct number.
Okay, give it to me.
Okay, so it's 310-444-0735. And like I said, when you talk to him, you can give him everything. His name, the ex-wife's name, pretty sure they'll be able to help you in terms of any text messages, messages via like Instagram or Facebook or any type of social media. That'll kind of help to create peace. At this time, unfortunately, it's dispatch center, we feel what's happening at this moment. That's why I asked you
Yes, because he's constantly harassing him and two other people. They're constantly harassing her and everything, and it's getting out of hand. And I'm really, to be honest with you, it's alarming the things that he has said. He mentioned that in a couple of months something is going to happen to her, and that is really. I'm worried. I mean, women every day is getting killed, taken by the second, and so this is something that has to. Something needs to be done, and definitely needs to be reported.
Mm.
Okay, so that. Mhm. Yeah. Okay, and let me just give you his name. His name is Justin Dean. Dean. And his date of birth is June the. He's white. 37. 30.
Okay, perfect. And did you know the name of the ex-wife by chance?
Korra Obidi. It's Korra Obidi Obidi.
Okay, perfect. And did you happen to have a callback number before?
Not for Korra. I forgot to write the notes, but I'm not right. I don't have it for Korra, but I do have his number.
Okay, perfect. What's the callback number?
7.
Perfect. And then what was your first name again and your callback number?
My name is Unique, Unique Parsha, Parsha.
Okay, and a good callback number for you?
510.
Denying everything that you stated and I stated here, and then I'm also gonna go ahead and document the notes that you provided me as well. You have that senior lead officer's number, again, this is gonna be for West LA Police.
Yes.
And then again, like I said, if anything happens, the moment it happens, whether it's you or the ex-wife, please get in touch with us. We can get off the moment. So this is the best way to start that paper trail moving forward.
And let me give you his middle name as well. It's Justin Wade.
She's like, I am giving you all the information. Stop playing.
And you
So
know
much.
what the crazy part is, more just listening to her.
Mhm.
I'm thinking about how so many calls like this are made that aren't taken serious until something happens.
Right.
That hindsight stuff is this is really sad because he does give the vibe.
Yeah, he does. He absolutely, to me, he does as well. He does give the vibes. And the fact that he said he was an unhappy man in his 30s, that was concerning to me.
He's admitting to being unhappy. He's saying that something is gonna happen, and CNN is gonna be on. What else is on CNN, Amora?
Exactly. Some worldwide news.
You know
So
what I'm saying? Like that is scary, and just listening to her give all of this information and the things that she know, because it's given that conversation that they had wasn't the first conversation that they had.
right.
So he might have been saying other things. This is really scary, and Cora needs to be on alert at all times.
Yeah. She probably is though. She probably is. She probably
Man,
is.
that's scary.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's play.
The fucking page. Soon as I'm done with this live, you can best believe. Because, bitch, you ain't finna come for me and talk this shit and these fucking.
Hold on, wait a minute. Who's she cussing out? Let me see.
And let me give you his middle name as well. It's Justin Wade Dean. Okay, yes. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Okay. I see some people, I'm gonna have to cut you the fuck on out. I see in the comments, but I'm gonna get you together and get you off this motherfucking page. As soon as I'm done with this live, you can best believe. Because bitch, you ain't finna come for me and talk this shit in these fucking comments, ho. Because you can get the address and pull on the fuck on up or whatever. And you are this person to be open. I'm assuming that you must be a Justin Dean dick sucker ass lover, because I'm concerned for Korra Obidi, and I'm concerned for any woman. If any woman, even your ass, if somebody was making a threat to you, I would be doing the same thing. So you fucking ugly ass, heartless ass bitch, don't play with it, ho. Fuck, I don't know.
Lord, she's about to demonetize this goddamn video.
She is not playing.
She's not. She's absolutely. But I got to put some words between all them cuss words because, you know, they're gonna flag my shit thinking it's me. You know what I'm saying?
Going off. I love it though. I swear I wish, but see, Facebook would never allow that, but I promise I wish.
Yeah, she definitely have the energy. She definitely have the energy. Okay.
What the fuck, bitch? I'm from East Oakland, bitch. I would let your money come.
East Oakland. She said, "I am from East Oakland, bitch. I would let your ass have it, bitch, and you, bitch, and you know."
She is not to be played with. I love it.
Yep. AI gonna sweep through and be like, "Wait a minute, God damn."
Oh, where the fuck y'all are? Within these motherfucking comments, fuck you, bitch. The fuck you ain't gonna let me the fuck up. I read some of the comments about, it don't fucking matter if I was laid in a motherfucking hospital hole. I'm still gonna do what the fuck I'm gonna do, bitch. And what the fuck?
Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, Lord, Lord. Okay, now y'all.
You gonna do about it, motherfucker? The fuck, bitch? I'm concerned for this woman, Korra Obidi, and those motherfucking children, and he's fucking threatening. I would do it for your ass, and you got to be careful. You got to, let me just say this, bitches, you got to be careful on what the fuck comes.
And all I said on Facebook was go die, and I got and her video is still up. You know what I'm saying? She gave him the damn business. That's why I say Facebook have something personal against me. I didn't even do all of this, right? And they in my ass all damn ready. You know,
she went in, baby. She is going in.
She is, and her video still up, still up.
Your mouth and what you type and how heartless you are, because this could be you. This could be you in these circumstances, or your children, or your daughter if you have a daughter, or whatever. And then you'll be motherfucking calling me up, asking me, "What can I help you? Can I help you?" No, bitch, I ain't gonna motherfucking help your ass. Fuck you, bitch. You have no sympathy, no compassion, no empathy for Korra Obidi, so I don't give a fuck what's happening.
Oh Lord, y'all. Oh Lord.
To you. I don't give a fuck if you're laid on a stretcher. I ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing but keep on walking. Because you ought to be careful what you say. I am concerned about Korra Obidi and everything. I am concerned. I have nothing but love for, I'm an advocate for women. If you really know who I am and what I do and all about me and everything goes like that, yeah, you go get the book and you read everything about my life and who I am as a person and who I've been and my nonprofit organizations that I've been. I am team women all fucking day. Okay, fashion shop. I'm about to get you off this motherfucking page, bitch. Okay, you know what? Let me just say this, bitch. Y'all can talk all this motherfucking shit on social media and all this shit in the comments, but I promise you on God, if you saw me in person, you would never say it to my motherfucking face. I promise you, because I would dog walk your motherfucking ass. I promise you. I would dog walk your ass. So you can talk this shit because you ain't nowhere near me and you through a computer screen or whatever the case may be. I'm not going to even be worried about it because I know you just a coward punk ass bitch. I can go show you the motherfucking police reports on my capabilities. Now, I'm professional at this point of my life, but I can show you the police reports of me knocking the fuck out of motherfuckers back in the days and going to jail and not giving a fuck about it or whatever. I could gladly show you the police reports to prove who the fuck I am. I don't fucking play. I don't play. But now I got a career, and so I try to, be professional. I got too much to lose at this point. But I would knock the fuck up out your ass if you fucking came near me and tried to do something to me.
Okay, she like, I will knock the fuck out of you. She is giving it to them. Okay,
put your hands on me. I promise you, they will be planning your fucking funeral, or you'll be in a hospital something fucking with a bitch like me. Don't fucking play with me ever. Ever. And you're up here playing with somebody. If most of y'all probably is anonymous because, see, as you saw, I gave my number, I would give my address because I ain't no punk ass scary bitch or nothing like that. Gave my real name. I'm not hiding behind a screen or hiding my information. I gave my number because y'all is anonymous. And that's why, because if I had your address and get your address, I promise you, you'll be, I'm sorry, Miss Parsha. I apologize, Miss Parsha, because I promise you would need your teeth replaced. Because
she's trying to knock teeth out, girl.
She's not playing.
You don't know who you even fucking playing with. And even if it ain't me, but you know what? This is just a fucking try to distraction to get off the purpose of this live and everything else like that. And I'm going to conclude in a minute. But as we called CPS and we called the police department and made police reports, and that's what I wanted to do because I wanted to at least get things on record. I'm concerned about the children's safety. They could have drowned on, God forbid, they would have drowned on Friday, Saturday while he was on his motherfucking live, worrying about the goddamn comments and talking shit about.
But then want to turn around and call her unfit. Somebody said, is she a social worker? Well, she might be one of them gang social workers. You know what I mean?
Hey.
And singing, clock it. Them kids could have dropped instantly while he was clocking it. And I'm concerned for the children. And also, I'm concerned about these threats that he have made, numerous of threats and numerous of comments about disarming, about something going to happen to Korra Obidi in the next month or two. And even after I'm done with this call, I'm not sure if y'all was listening, but she gave me the number to the lieutenant of the police department for his area. And I plan to, after I'm done with this live, I will also be reaching out to the lieutenant and of that department and the sergeant of that department to talk more in details while I'm not on the line with a lot of other things that I plan to present to them so they could clearly see the threats that Justin Dean has done to Korra Obidi. And if I'm not sure if anyone reached out.
So she didn't mention the threats on here because I thought she mentioned the threats. I didn't hear this part of the video. I thought she mentioned the threats.
Korra Obidi, I am praying for her. I was up all night praying for her, also researching stuff. And I love you, Korra Obidi. I love the Obidi family. And I love June, Athena, and everything. And I am just here to be an advocate for them and also report what needs to be reported because there's too many women every single day. Just like look in Louisiana, this man killed up 8 children in Louisiana.
Facts.
And you can't ignore signs. When someone shows you certain signs, that's whether like we see with Justin Dean, he's mentally unstable. He obsessed with Korra. He's mad at Korra or whatever. It is not normal behavior.
She's speaking facts.
Yes,
she's definitely speaking facts for sure.
It is abnormal.
Cannot ignore those signs because if we ignore those signs and then one day something happened with Korra Obidi, I don't want to be the one to see something on the news or on the internet about Korra Obidi and then knowing that I didn't do anything, knowing that I ignored this or that or whatever. And that's why I'm doing what the fuck I'm doing. And I don't give a fuck who don't like it, who mad about it or whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck. I did what I did and I'm standing on it. And everyone have a great day. And everything. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
So, okay, I thought she was going to say the threat. So she didn't say the threat, but it's okay. I wish I would have known what threat because she said he made the threat directly to her. Okay.
But she did say that little part when she said he said that something is going to happen. That's what I believe she was talking about when he said about the CNN.
Yeah, but he also said that online in front of everybody. It wasn't just directly to her. So I'm thinking that he may have said something a little bit more personal because
Mm,
Justin True talked to these bloggers behind the scene. And when he talked to them, he do be, I think he trusts them because he be saying, he be trying to like, well, this is private. This is between us. Like, I trust you,
mm,
with that
mm-hmm.
bullshit or whatever. So I think that he may have said something to her, like, more than just something that's going to happen to her. He probably say like, I'm so sick of her. I just want her gone. I just want
Mm,
her,
mm, mm.
unalived or out of this world. I'm just so sick of her. And the only way that this is ever going to stop is if something happens to her. Like, he may have said something along those lines or whatever. But I don't know though, because I would think that if he did that, she would have said something sooner. I don't know though, but it will be interesting to know what he said to her. But he's gonna deny it. So he's on his page over there doing little AI photos of himself, I guess trying to appear that like this doesn't bother him when he know it does.
Why do they all do that? That's crazy.
I think he's trying to just distract and then make his people feel like, oh, he's not bothered by that, or whatnot. You know how his people be.
That's
They just
crazy.
hold on, let me see. I'm trying to pull him up. Hold on.
But that's absolutely insane though. Like this lady don't speak on him or nothing, and you doing all of this. You're police stalking her.
Yeah, he hold on, let me put this on. Oh shoot. Yeah, she don't be, in his mind though. What is it, Dr. Justin Dean? So Justin, oh here you go, never mind. In his mind, I honestly believe that he feels. Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Where is that coming from?
Wait, who said in prison or dead? He said
He
that?
did. Yes, he did.
Oh my
Hold on.
God.
Yes, he did. He did say that. Hold on. Why is it doing that? Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out.
Don't worry about jobless trying to bring it down.
So Facebook got it to where the video automatically comes on when you put the cursor on there on the video. But nevertheless, yes, he did. He said in a statement to another supporter that that she's not going to stop doing what she's doing unless she is dead or in jail.
Mm-mm.
Or did
Mm-mm.
you see Sloane and Don trying to do damage control for their threats toward Korra? No, girl, what they doing?
They made threats too?
I don't know. I can't say that they made threats. I have not seen the threats. I know that they have been, well, at least Stoney has been harassing her. I don't necessarily know about, hold on. Wait a minute. Why does, y'all, I don't know. All I did was look. So I'm trying to figure out why is it talking when I put it on mute. But as soon as I go to her page, it just automatically start talking. Like, what the hell do I do to get that off? But anyway, what threats did they make? I know that she has harassed Korra, but I have not heard any threats. So what threats have she made? She said he could put up how much pics. Right now, she seems to shut him up. They made a video talking about the Pum Pum threat they made, saying it was a joke. Ooh, which video was that where they said that it was a joke? I'm curious to know why I keep doing that. She's so goofy. Like it just pops out. I don't know what makes it does that. Which
Facebook
video?
probably tweaking.
She's so obsessed with that damn song. You would think that she think it's a big hit or something or whatever.
Is that the clock is on?
Yeah, that's the Clock It song that she keep playing over and over and over and over and over again. Just over. She just keep on doing it. Oh,
Is it her song or something?
Yeah, she just made that damn song.
Mm.
Yeah. to pick at Korra.
Cause
So
what
you
we
said,
clocking? What we clocking? What's she talking
why
about?
does it do that? God damn. So it just automatically pops out and everything. I don't like my
And
Facebook.
you
Good.
hit that little mute. You hit the mute on one of them.
I hit the mute on all of it. Well, on mute. Oh, damn, girl. I was about to call myself insane. God damn. Okay, so what video did he do that they sat down and tried to backtrack? Thank you so much, Dreamer. Appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you. Which video did he do when where they tried to walk it back? What day was that? That would be interesting to know. That would be interesting to know. But I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna tell you know. I gotta be honest, y'all. She said Amore is on Janet's page. Okay, thank you. I gotta be honest. I'd rather look for it on Janet's page anyway than to look for it on their page. What she did may have been good, but y'all, if she doesn't tread lightly, he could actually use what she did against her because she basically gave out his personal information online, and he can use that call against her. I will say that. She said no, it's not on my page. Oh, it's not on your page? Janet said it's not on her page. So anyway, what I'm saying to Unique Parsha, she needs to be careful because he can try to go around and she said, don't give him any tips anymore. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to give him any tips. I'm trying to give her a tip. She has to be careful because he can turn around and try to use that against her. That's what I'll say. I'll let him figure out how. She said, yep, 2 crimes were committed. Yeah, so she has to be careful with that just moving forward, just so she can cover herself. CYA, baby, CYA. Oh, this it right here? Oh, let's see. Okay, hold on.
Carry the 9 when I'm outside. So y'all were coming at Don for saying that he has weapons because he's in the military, and y'all are trying to make your queen a victim at every turn, saying everybody's trying to hurt her, everybody's trying to attack her, everybody's trying to hire a hitman who throws nail polish remover or face wash remover, because that's what hitmen do, right? They throw nail polish remover at people and then run away. But anyway, so yeah. Carry the 9 when I'm outside. Carry the 9 is a double entendre because it's like
1 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9.
Yeah, 1 plus 3 plus 5 equals 9. So the math is mathing. So guys, look what happens when you're a real artist that can write your own music. You can have double entendres. You can make fun little jokes, and you can show that you're really witty and intellectual. So look, this bitch is odd. 1, 3, 5. Carry the 9 because 1, 3, 5. Carry the 9. That makes 9. When I'm outside, 9 is the one entendre for a weapon. When you carry it outside, because you're protected. So that's me saying I'm protected as well. Carry the 9 when I'm outside.
Girl, you know, this is a silly ass girl. Like, she's so silly and so childish. She doesn't even understand. So she's somewhat mocking Korra being attacked in UK too because she believes Justin that it was all a fake. Listen, I have not disrespected this lady not one time. I have not called her out her name or anything, but her ignorance is blowing me. Like, it's literally blowing me. She literally believes Justin's bullshit, and she will be the main one that get caught up in something. You watch. She'll be the main one to get caught up in something because she actually has this vendetta against Korra to the point where she will trust an abusive ex-husband that has manipulated and finagled her and this loser ass country boy that she's with or whatever. He's literally played in their ears and in their face to make them believe that he is a good guy. Okay. And which she should know, she's old enough to know if he was a doctor, he wouldn't carry on in the manner in which he was carrying on online. If he was a legit and solid person, he would never do the things that he's doing right now. And she should look at the fact that all the women that he's had since Korra has fled. Even the one that he was with before Korra has fled. So if it was just Korra, why all of his relationships are busted and disgusted? All of them. So I just think that her ignorance is just loud, just so loud, saying, oh yeah, just like somebody threw nail polish at you. That was a whole ass attack with a knife, you idiot. And if that happened to you, you want people to think that you're lying about it?
Right. I
Girl,
don't
you
give
are
a
a
shit if it was
clown.
water. If it was water, if somebody threw something on me and I'm not expecting that, I don't know what the fuck it is.
She is a damn clown, like literally a fucking clown. She is a whole damn clown. Like, ooh, this girl, ooh.
She
Oh,
giving pick me.
too
She
much.
giving pick me. She wanna
Yeah.
ride the wave of all of this drama, and she wanna be noticed, and she wanna be the one riding so hard. It's corny.
And she had the nerve to say she was a black girl. Ain't no way she's no damn black girl acting like this. Well, I mean, we do have some black girl haters, but I'm just saying the fact that she did, for her to even, try to insinuate that Korra's attack was a fraud, a fake. Like, girl, are you kidding me? Korra was in a whole nother ass country. Like, girl, are you kidding me right now? So if that shit happened to you, you come online, we supposed to believe you? It's going to be a
Yeah, but
lot of
it
people.
didn't happen to her. People don't take stuff at face value until they're in that position. And that's
Yeah.
absolutely ridiculous because at the end of the day, there was an attack. There was something done that she didn't welcome. That's it.
So Janice said, my thing is she's saying carries a 9 with a history of trying to unalive herself. How? Yeah, now she did come out. I didn't know she was trying to unalive herself. Was she suicidal? I know she said she was dealing with depression, but I ain't know the damn girl was suicidal. Is she suicidal?
Who this chick
Damn.
right here?
Huh?
This lady right here?
Yeah, I know she said that she was depressed or had some issues, mental issues of depression or anxiety, but I never heard her say she was suicidal. And then you hear her try to take a jab at Korra and say a real artist. Oh, damn. She said she
What's she
attempted it
thinking?
7 times. What? Oh, yeah. So she's miserable too. So miserable meet miserable. You can't get no better than that. So she miserable and unhappy, and Justin miserable and unhappy. And two miserable, unhappy people, they probably do what do you call that? Where both of them end up taking each other's life. What is that? I can't
The
remember what
murder
it's called.
suicide.
Yeah, murder suicide. They probably both do that. She said she tried to unalive herself before. Wow. I don't believe she was bullied. She looked like the bully. Yeah, she really is bullying Korra right now because Korra hasn't said anything back to her. She's literally bullying Korra. Even if you want to come out and expose somebody, once you expose them and once you realize, okay, let me move on. I'm good now. Move the fuck on. Move the fuck on. You still out here. Look what she did. That's supposed to be me and her, being Janice. My thing is this: move the fuck on. You done came out here and said what you said. So what the fuck are you on now? What are you on now? You literally are harassing and bullying that person. He's going to turn on them soon. That's his pattern. Well, from what I'm hearing, it may have already happened. I don't know though. I don't know who told me that or where I seen it at, but somebody said that they wasn't gelling well. So anyway, but back to Unique. I'm sorry, Usher. Unique Parsha. She very much called the police and the CPS on Justin. I thought she was going to say why to the police, but she never did. However, she said enough for us to know that he has made threats to her about Korra. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy? Now, I hope she recorded some of those threats because now that, ooh, baby, that would be receipts. Okay. She says, I truly believe he wants to lose custody, especially after he came out saying that he was mental and was going to let Korra have them. He wants to say that they were taken from him by force. You think that's what it is? Do you really think that's what it is? I don't know. But, have you heard him come out and say, my friends told me, or not my friends, my lawyer told me just to walk away clean. Just to basically walk away and let his kids just be there by themselves, fend for themselves or whatever, which I think is crazy work. I don't think an attorney said that. Yeah, an attorney ain't gonna tell you that. I don't think an attorney said that shit. Yeah, I don't think attorney said that shit at all. No. So anyway, Justin Dean, I know right now, he's probably acting like he's all happy go lucky. Like I said, he's posting these photos of himself. Let me show it right quick. I guess it's supposed to be him saying I'm unbothered or whatever. I'm not worried. I'm a warrior, that type of shit or whatever. Like that one. Chess checkers. But anyway, yeah.
He's
So
so
he's doing
lying.
that, but I believe that he's very much worried.
Of
Very, very
course
much.
he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yep. So anyway, she said his support tells him to lead the kids every day. Oh, they do. What? Damn, what type of supporters is that? They tell him to lead the kids every day? That's crazy work. I mean, to even tell him to lead the kids at all. Corey's his second wife. Yes, she is his second wife. So he was married before.
What happened with that lady? Was he like this with her?
Girl,
And
I heard.
Corey just his new supply?
I don't have any proof, but I heard that he abused her and she, pretty much went into hiding because of him.
Oh
From what
wow.
I heard.
See?
Yeah.
Wow.
She said, I truly believe that he wants to lose. Oh, yeah, I read that one. And there's another one. Somebody told me to read their comment. I don't see it, baby girl.
Is him and Corey kids together his only children too?
Yeah, that's his only kids.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't see you, Yvonne. I'm going back up, though. Yvonne, can you rewrite it, copy it, and paste it? Because I don't see it, darling. I don't see it at all. Nope, I don't see it. I don't see your comment. You see it? She said Justin Dean is tired of those kids and don't have money to take care of those kids. So he is doing all this to make excuses to lose custody. Dang, it's more than one person saying that. So you guys really believe that this man wants to lose custody just so he won't, so he can come out and complain about the system like oh boy, the hurt twin dad? Because more than one person said that he wants to lose custody.
And if
She
he
said one of
was,
his supporters told him Corey is using him for a babysitter as if he isn't their father. Yeah, how do you use your baby daddy for a babysitter? What? How you even though I pick and say he ain't nothing but a every other weekend babysitter, but those are his children. And they say Corey used him as a babysitter. Like, damn, what? So what's he supposed to do? Say, no, I'm not gonna keep my kids because I'm not gonna watch them while you go have fun. I'm sure she can get a nanny. She probably would prefer to keep them with a nanny than with him any damn way.
yeah, because he seemed like he poisoned them kids when they're with him. Like he tried to like mentally,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like train them to feel the way about their mother, and that's sick in itself.
Now, I did hear something. I don't know which page this was on. I think it may have been King Esther, or did somebody send it to me in my inbox? Let me see. I think somebody may have sent it to me in my inbox today. I want to let you listen to something. I think it was hold on. She laughing at my thing. Well, I don't know when it was, but it was somebody sent it to me. I don't see it right now, but it is of Korra. Maybe it was on King Esther page. Let me go to King Esther right quick. It was of Korra explaining how she almost lost her kids, okay? How she almost lost custody of her kids and had it not been, oh, you know what? Hold on. Where did I see that at? Oh, here you go, right here. Here it goes. I don't know who page this is. Okay, let's look at this because I want you to hear what Athena says in the background. This is Athena, the 5-year-old. Listen to this. I think that's Athena in the background. Yeah, that's Athena. But listen to this. She said this probably some years ago. I think she said it years ago. I don't know, but listen.
Yes. We'll never pee in the cup. I'll never pee in a cup. Okay, baby. I could have lost my children if not for you guys on the internet that saved my life and my children. That's why I have them today. And for years, they were trying to paint me as this bad mother. I peed in a cup close to 20 times after I gave birth to Athena. Peeing in a cup every two weeks to prove that I'm not a drug addict.
Wow.
I know, baby.
So did you hear her? She says, Mommy, you're not a bad mommy. Listen right quick.
I know, baby. They try to take my children.
Yeah, you hear that? So she says, you're not
Yeah.
a bad mommy. Yeah, so let's listen to the rest of it.
Because all right, baby. My love, please, I'm talking to adults. Huh? And sometimes I forget that she's now understanding what I'm saying sometimes. Okay, so we gotta change the topic, but I'm sorry that you're going through that, my love. You need to get money. Money.
So when did she do this video, you guys? Oh, she did it yesterday? Oh, I didn't know Korra did this yesterday. Oh, yeah, he about to be mad. He about to be mad. And the reason why I say that, because, you know, when she brings up what really happened, you know, she almost lost her kids. And she just said she had to pee in a cup for, what did she say, about a year?
Every 2 weeks.
Because
Dang, that's crazy.
he
Trying to
was
say
trying to,
that she was a drug addict.
yeah, yeah. He wanted,
Wow.
let me tell you, Justin wanted so badly to try to paint Korra as a bad mother, a neglective mom, an abusive mom, a mental patient, a drug addict, a cheater, an abuser. Like, he literally wanted to destroy this woman. Literally, he wanted to destroy her. He wanted to have her deported. He wanted to have her, in my opinion, allegedly unalived.
Well,
He
so
literally
somebody
wanted,
said that it says Cora passed the drug test, Justin didn't.
I heard he did not, but I heard he did not, but I'm not 100% sure. I didn't see no paperwork on it. You know, if I see paperwork, I would expose that shit. But when I don't see paperwork, I can't. I have to say that just talk. I don't know if that for sure. If I
Allegedly.
see paperwork, of course, I would double down. But I don't know if he failed a drug test. However, I did see Junie with a syringe, and he freaked out or whatever online about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I don't know what was in the syringe. But whatever, it was a syringe. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
this man tried to paint this black woman, and he thought he could do it. And I don't care what nobody say. In my hearts of hearts, and y'all know I'm not. I don't have a racist bone in me, and I'm not even prejudiced toward no race, no color, no color. My family, I love them all. I love them all. I see us as people. But I believe Justin does this because he is a white man and Korra is a black woman. I believe
Right.
he's doing this to her simply he did and doing this to her simply because she's black. And he actually thought that would benefit
Because
him.
it's like he's going with stereotypes, drug addict, bad mother. It's like
Yes.
that's crazy. And sometimes with white men, like being with a black woman is like it's a quest. It's like a fetish. Black women are
Is a fetish.
fetishes. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mhm,
So
mhm, mhm.
it's like this is crazy.
Let me give you some more food for thought. Okay. I heard that he had asked her to kind of leave California, right? To move to Tennessee or something like that. And I think she says, no, I'm not following you to Tennessee. To me, y'all know California is a blue liberal state, right? So they have a tendency to lean toward the minorities, okay? Groups of minorities. I believe he wants to move her to Tennessee, and you already know what type of Snow White state Tennessee is right now. They got some non-Snow White cities, i.e. Memphis. You know what I'm saying? However, Tennessee as a whole is a conservative state. I believe he wants to move her out of California to go to Tennessee because he may be able to start this shit all over again in that state and actually win. You know what I'm saying? But right now, he can't do much because he's in a liberal state. So they're going to, have a tendency to listen to both sides. They're not just going to take his word over hers just based off because he's a white man with blue eyes versus a Korra being a black woman, but further a Nigerian black woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And and I do believe he wants to get her out of the state of California so he can start this shit all over again. So he can harass her in peace and he can get her to crash out or whatever and try to take the kids from her. I believe that's his ultimate goal.
That's
I believe
sad.
It's not so much he wants his kids because he loved them. He knows that they are a bag. He know that he can get money off Athena
And he
and
don't want them because he don't want her to have them.
yeah, he wants them. He wants them. You know, listen, do you know if he could quit his chiropractor job and work the dog shit out of Athena and Junie, and that'll give him a nice life, a very nice life for a long time. And I think that's what he wanted, you know?
Wow.
So I believe that he wants her to leave California, which I do think California is too expensive. But at the same time, you know, she can move to another liberal state. However, he wants her to leave California so that he could play these damn games, these American games. He wants to play these American games in another state. He know all the foolishness, like he lie to his supporters and say, "Oh, I won this in court and I won that in court." That man ain't won shit, and they sit there and believe him. He's like, "I didn't have 4 restraining orders against her." He's a fucking liar. He's a liar. And it's easy to get a restraining order when you make up a whole lie and say somebody want to rifle snipe your ass. But that's just a temporary restraining order that don't go no motherfucking where, because if you go before the judge and the judge see that you don't have no evidence of what you're saying, that shit get thrown the fuck out.
So he has a restraining order?
No, the Joker did a ex parte, you know, did a she said, "More, did you hear Unique talk about his mom and how she don't like the kids?"
I heard that.
Yeah. I heard her say that, baby. Yeah, I heard her say that. So you can get an ex parte, right? That's a quick restraining order without allowing to be heard from the other person. They give you that because they think that it's an emergency, because that's exactly what it is, an emergency protection order, right? So they give you that thinking that you are in real danger, and then they set a court date to hear the other side. Well, it never makes it to the other side. It's either they end up working things out or it gets thrown out. He's never had a restraining order against her. He had an
so here's my thing. Here's my thing with that. How do you even file for a restraining order when you moved? So you're afraid of her for some reason, yet you moved across the street or on the same block or whatever the hell.
Yes, he said that she threatened him with a rifle because in one of her songs or something like that, it said something about sniper rifle. And he said that was directed at him. It was all for the internet. He was never going to go before the judge with that bullshit. It was
Why he even listening to her music though?
The same way he watch every fucking live she does.
It's
cooking,
like, why do y'all do that? Why do people, because women do it too. Right. You don't want you publicly saying that you don't want me. I'm just this bad person and X, Y, and Z, but you can't stop watching me. You can't stop following me. You want to know my every move. Why? It makes no sense.
People that claim they don't like you and that you are a bad person, but they continue to follow you, obsessed over you, stalk you, is simply because, one, they cannot let go of you. They don't know how to move on from you. They need you. In my opinion, I believe that they possess narcissistic injury. Okay. Matter of fact, let me tell you what narcissistic injury means. Okay. In
this is nuts.
Yeah, let's go there for a second because I had to look that up. Hold on. Please explain in detail what narcissistic injury means, especially in a person that just cannot move on from you. Okay, hold on. All right, listen to this. And I want you guys to participate down in the comments, okay? I want you to tell me, what do you think about this once you hear it, okay? Just listen up.
Narcissistic injury is a psychological concept from clinical psychology and personality theory that describes what happens when someone's sense of self, especially their ego, pride, or identity, is wounded by rejection, criticism, or loss of control. This isn't just hurt feelings. It's deeper than that. What a narcissistic injury actually is. At its core, a narcissistic injury happens when someone, feels rejected, replaced, or devalued, loses control over a person or situation, experiences a blow to their self-image, how they see themselves or want to be seen. For someone with strong narcissistic traits, their self-worth is often externally built, meaning it depends on validation, attention, being chosen, being admired or needed. So when that gets disrupted, it doesn't just sting, it can feel like a threat to their identity. Why they can't move on. When a person can't move on from you, it's often not about love, it's about unresolved narcissistic injury. Here's what's really going on underneath. One, you disrupted their self-image. If they saw themselves as the one you'd never leave or the one in control, you walking away shatters that. They now have to face a version of themselves they don't like. Two, you remove their access, control. They can't reach you the same way anymore. They can't influence your emotions, decisions, or narrative. That loss of control creates obsession. Three, you didn't validate their version of reality. If you didn't agree with their narrative or exposed behavior, it creates internal conflict. Instead of adjusting, they try to rewrite the story, often publicly or repeatedly. Four, you became a loose end. Narcissistic personalities like closure on their terms. When they don't get it, they keep circling back, mentally or behaviorally. How it shows up, especially when they can't let go. When someone is stuck in narcissistic injury, you'll often see patterns like obsessive focus on you, talking about you constantly, bringing you up unprovoked, monitoring what you're doing. Smear campaigns or character attacks, rewriting history, painting themselves as the victim, trying to damage how others see you, flip-flopping narratives. 1 minute you were amazing, next minute you're evil. This is because their perception is tied to how you make them feel. Inability to accept rejection. They may act like the breakup didn't happen correctly, or try to force continued interaction, good or bad. Recruiting others, pulling in outsiders to validate their story, creating a team against you to restore their ego. The key truth, most people miss. They're not trying to get you back. They're trying to get back their sense of control, restore their ego, prove to themselves and others that they weren't the one who lost. That's why even negative attention from you can fuel them. It still centers them. Why it can last so long. A narcissistic injury can linger because admitting the truth would require self-reflection, which they avoid. Letting go means accepting they were rejected or not chosen. They may tie your situation to their identity. What happened with you defines me. So instead of healing, they stay stuck in rumination, retaliation, repetition. What this means for you. If you're dealing with someone like this, understand their inability to move on is not a reflection of your value. It's a reflection of their injured ego and lack of internal stability. The more you engage, the more it can feed the cycle. The most effective responses are usually consistency, boundaries, minimal emotional reaction, because what they're often seeking is emotional access, not resolution. Bottom line, a narcissistic injury is what happens when someone's ego gets hit so hard that instead of processing it, they fixate on the source of the injury, you. And when they can't move on, it's usually because, open quote, you didn't just leave, you disrupted the version of themselves they were trying to maintain.
Damn. You didn't just leave. You disrupted the version of themselves that they were trying to maintain.
And that was the bruise to the ego.
That's a bruise to the ego. That's a bruise to the ego. So that man is fixated on Korra because he can't take the rejection. One, it bruised his ego. And let's talk about how did it bruise his ego? One, he's a white man in America, obtained the title of he's a doctor of chiropractor. So to him, that's the ceiling, right? Nothing can go as high as that. But he was married to a Black woman that he knew was of great substance, but he wanted to present that she was come from the mud, come like live in huts and shit, like swing from trees to trees in a jungle. He wanted to present her as, I helped you. I took you out of an unfit environment and brought you into I gave you the world.
And the fact that she's outshining him, like she's doing wonderful,
Yes.
regardless of him and all of his however many supporters that be attacking her, she's still pushing through, and he hates to see it.
Yeah. Yes. He hates to see it. That's why he constantly
Well,
mentions
his
how
ass should stop looking, but he can't help himself because
he
that's what they do.
cannot help himself. Let me ask another question. Hold on. Let me ask this right quick. What would you call a man that possessed the narcissistic injury traits? A ex-husband, father of 2 kids, can't stand the ex-wife, says she's abusive to his children, calls her a psychopath, calls her a narcissist, says she's abusive, she's a cheater, and a bunch of other choice words. However, he moved down the street from her, but yet he comes online and tries to destroy her character every chance he gets. Let's find out.
Because that's a lot. Mm.
Ooh, baby. Y'all hear this? Yeah, baby. You know I love my little chat GPT, baby. This is my little boyfriend. Ooh, dang, they keep writing too. Damn, he ain't finished yet. Okay, he just finished. Okay, hold on. Okay, come on. Hold on.
What you're describing isn't just a narcissist in the casual sense. The more accurate way to frame it is a person displaying narcissistic injury with ongoing fixation, often paired with obsessive post-separation conflict behavior. Let's break that down in plain terms so you can explain it clearly to your audience. What you call this type of man?
There go the pink lady right
Instead
there.
of throwing out labels like psychopath or narcissist, which get overused, a more grounded description would be an ex-partner with unresolved narcissistic injury, a high conflict ex, someone engaging in fixation and reputational retaliation, in more serious patterns, coercive or controlling post-separation behavior. Why his behavior stands out. There are a few contradictions in what you describe that matter. 1, he says she's abusive, but moves closer to her. If someone truly believes a person is dangerous to their children, the natural instinct is distance and protection. Moving down the street suggests continued proximity for access and control, not avoidance. 2,
Clock it.
but stays connected. Constant online character attacks, image management. He's trying to control how others see her and him, not just vent. 3, he uses extreme labels: psychopath, narcissist, abuser. That's often projection or narrative building, especially when it's repetitive and public. What this behavior usually signals. This pattern lines up with someone who has not accepted the breakup or loss of control. The relationship ended, but psychologically he's still in it, feels wronged and is trying to win the narrative. If he can't win privately, he tries to win publicly, is managing his image through her reputation. Tearing her down is lifting himself up in his mind, maintains proximity to stay relevant. Living nearby keeps him physically and psychologically in her orbit. The core dynamic. This is the key line you can use, open quote. This isn't about fear of her. This is about control, image, and unresolved ego injury. Close quote. Because if he truly believed she's abusive, she's dangerous, she's harming the kids, then his behavior would look like legal channels only, documenting, not broadcasting, creating distance, not moving closer. What it's not, based on what you said. From what you described, it does not look like someone purely focused on child safety, someone trying to move on, someone emotionally detached. It looks like someone still emotionally invested in conflict, someone keeping the connection alive through negativity. A clean way to describe him for your audience. If you want something sharp but still grounded, open quote. He's not just an ex-husband. He's a high conflict ex who hasn't processed the breakup. What you're seeing is unresolved ego injury turning into fixation in public attacks. Because if she was truly that dangerous, he wouldn't move down the street. He'd move away. Close quote. One important note for balance. None of this automatically proves she isn't problematic. but his behavior does raise credibility questions. Courts and professionals often look at consistency between claims and actions, whether behavior matches alleged fear. And here, there's a mismatch.
So y'all hear that? If he really was, if he really thought that she was an abuser, a psychopath, dangerous, all that, he would never move close to her. Like, he's doing this because of the control, the fixation that he have on her. It's his ego. He's injured. Hey, the pink lady of Oakland, we just reviewed your video. She's the pink lady of Oakland said, he's really in pain, depressed, and lonely, but he doesn't know how to deal with it or honest about his real emotions. This is why he attacks Korra. Yeah, and because of the narcissistic injury. He feels like the story didn't end the way he wanted it to. The story was supposed to end with ruining her. If he can't have her, he wants her ruined. And because he couldn't have her, and because he didn't complete the job of ruining her, he started off with it. And when it was unsuccessful, he's like, well, let me just try it again. Well, let me just try it again. Well, let me just try it again. And he keeps failing. It won't work. It does not work. So, but again, if he truly believed that she was abusive, dangerous, or harming his children, that man would have he keeps saying, oh, the court say this, the court say that. That man would not stop until the court saw that his children were being abused. And that's if he really thought that they were being abused. He would have hired a guardian ad litem himself and had them to go in and evaluate Korra with the kids. If he was that concerned, he could have asked his supporters, can you guys help me get the money for a guardian ad litem so that we can go in and have this attorney look further into the children? If he really thought that they were being abused, he don't think his kids are being harmed or abused. He says that it's all character attacks. That's it. He wants to bring her down. He wants to control how others see Korra, because how they see her would make them see him differently. If they see her as bad, then they will see him as good. And that's what he wants. That's exactly what he wants. She said he doesn't want her to be successful. No, he doesn't. That bruises his ego. Matter of fact, let me ask that. Hold on. Can you explain why does it appear that the narcissistic person, the guy that we're talking about here, has such a problem with seeing his ex become successful and loved on? He brung her from Nigeria and they were married, even though they met in China. They dated for a while in China. He got fired from his job in China. He's an American. She's from Nigeria. He got fired from his job in China. Then they left and went to Nigeria, stayed a few months in Nigeria. And then he came back to the United States and set up for her to come to the United States as well. So came to the United States. They end up getting married and having 2 daughters. And throughout the marriage, it was alleged that he cheated and smacked her around here and there. Her words, not mine. But nevertheless, he came live on social media or posted that he wanted to divorce her. Okay. She begged him to not do it and also, begged him to stay with the marriage afterwards. But, she went and bought him a cake and some flowers, and he threw the cake and the flowers in the trash can, and that just broke her soul. So she decided, okay, I want out of the marriage. So even though he came public saying, I'm divorcing her, she's the one that actually filed for a divorce and moved forward with the divorce. And ever since then, this man has been doing nothing but trying to attack her character, like literally drive her through the mud. And he has 2 daughters with her. So my question is, why is he so affected by her moving on, 1, and her being successful, 2, when she is the mother of his kids and he is the one that initially came to the internet saying, I am divorcing my wife? Now, I know that was a mouthful, but I didn't know ChatGPT what's going on, baby. So let's find out from a little boyfriend what is going on, y'all. Let's find out I hope y'all got y'all ears open, baby. Okay? Because y'all can hear from me all day long. And ain't nobody saying AI is perfect, but let's just see if AI read Justin Dean the right way. Okay, let's listen.
What you're describing actually makes sense once you separate what he said publicly from what he experienced internally. On the surface, he said, I'm divorcing her. But psychologically, the story didn't end the way he expected. And that's where the problem starts. The core issue, he lost the ending he wanted. For someone operating from ego and control, it's not just about ending a marriage. It's about how the story ends. He likely expected he announces the divorce. She stays hurt, rejected, maybe even chasing him. He remains in the position of power and desirability. But what actually happened? She eventually chose to leave too. She filed and took control of the ending. She rebuilt, moved on, and is now being validated by others. That flips the entire narrative. Open quote. In his mind, he didn't just lose a wife, he lost control of the story. Close quote. Why her success bothers him so much? 1, her success contradicts his narrative. If he's been saying she's abusive, unstable, a bad person, but she's out here doing well, being supported, being loved, that creates a psychological conflict. So instead of adjusting his view, he tries to, open quote, tear down her image to match the story he told. Close quote. 2, he expected her to stay beneath him emotionally. Based on what you described, her begging, trying to fix things, he likely got used to being pursued, being forgiven, being in control. When she stopped doing that and instead walked away, rebuilt her life. That can feel like, open quote, how did someone I rejected become someone others value? Close quote. That hits ego hard. He didn't expect her to recover. Some people are okay leaving as long as the other person stays broken, struggling, emotionally tied to them. Her healing and success sends a message, open quote, I didn't need you to survive or thrive, close quote. That can trigger resentment, especially if his identity was tied to being the one who brought her here or put her on. Therefore, he lost control and relevance. When she moves on successfully, he's no longer the center of her world. He's no longer shaping her emotions. He's no longer needed. So what's left? For some people, the only way to stay connected is through conflict, criticism, public attacks, because negative attention is still a form of connection and control. 5, public image becomes a battleground. Since this played out online, now it's not just personal, it's performative. If people are supporting her, praising her, siding with her, he may feel like, open quote, I'm losing in front of an audience, close quote. So he tries to discredit her, justify himself, regain control of public perception. The biggest contradiction and why it matters. He said he wanted the divorce, but his behavior says he didn't want her to move on successfully. Those are two different things. Open quote, he wanted to leave, but still be the one who mattered most, close quote. The real answer to your question, why is he so affected? Because he lost control of the relationship ending. He lost the emotional upper hand. He lost the narrative. And now he's watching someone he once had power over be validated without him. That combination can trigger ego injury, resentment, and fixation. A clean way to say this for your platform. Open quote. It's not that he's bothered she moved on. He's bothered she moved on and upgraded her life without him. Because in his mind, he was supposed to be the one who left her behind, not the one she outgrew.
Not the one she outgrew. She outgrew the teacher. The student outgrew the teacher. So her success hurts him because it goes against the character attacks and the narrative that he put out here. She's this cheater. She's this bad mom. She's this horrible person. And the love that she receives from these people, all of her supporters, it contradicts what he wanted people to see. People ain't loving on you that much if you are a horrible human. They're just not. People can, and the way she broadcasts her life so much in the public's eye, you would be able to catch on to that. A person can't hide who they are for too long. You would be able to see that. And because it's been years now and people see her authenticity, right? They see that she's a very authentic person. She lives in her truth. That makes it even worse because it makes it seems like everything that he's came out here and said about her is proven to be false. We don't see a bad mother. We don't see, I mean, I think he even tried to attack saying it, or maybe it's supporters trying to say she doesn't clean up. We don't see that she's a dirty person, a bad mom, a neglectful mother, a abusive mother, a cheater, a whore. We don't see that. We don't see a psychopath. We don't see a person who lacks empathy. We don't see any of that. We see a loving young mother, a trying mom, a very dedicated and determined mother. Okay. I think I already said loving, and someone who don't mind working and getting her money. She is working. She's not sitting on her hands. She's produced 2 albums so far, right? And I mean, she goes and she does content creation because she's a content creator as well. She flies to other countries. She get content. It's just all about lifestyle. And she brings it back to her platform. She's doing what she has to do to take care of her and her children. And that's what she does. And she don't even get financial support from this guy. So for a guy, and she authored 2 books, exactly. And I'm sure she's done other things as well. But for a guy to claim that he's a doctor, right, that immigrated her here from what he thinks in his mind is a poor country, which we already know Nigeria is not a poor country by no means, okay, by no means. However, he feels that he upgraded her lifestyle. But on the surface, it looks like her lifestyle is 10 times better than his. And he can't take that because he's like, wait a minute, I'm the doctor. I have the title. How does she make more money and receive more love than me? At this point, I would even say that he's jealous of her. Let me ask that. I would say that he's jealous of her. Could he, hold on, possibly be jealous of her and her achievements? And she became a U.S. citizen after their split. Deported since the divorce, since the breakup. All right, hold on. So I asked, could he possibly be jealous of her achievement without him? And I also mentioned that she became a U.S. citizen without him after the breakup. So let's find out what's going on here. This is just interesting to, learn about, these behaviors,
Short answer, yes. Jealousy can absolutely be part of this, but it's usually a mix of jealousy plus loss of control plus ego injury, not just simple envy. Let's unpack it in a way that makes sense of all the pieces you mentioned. Why her achievements hit him so hard. 1, she succeeded outside of him. If he sees himself as the one who brought her here, helped set up her life, then her becoming stable, successful, even a U.S. citizen without him can feel like, open quote, she didn't need me after all, close quote. That directly challenges his sense of importance. 2, her growth highlights his own losses. Even if he doesn't say it out loud, her upward movement can trigger comparisons. She's progressing, she's being supported, she's rebuilding. Meanwhile, he may feel stuck, embarrassed about how things ended, or like he lost something valuable. That contrast can turn into resentment. 3, he lost the credit. Some people expect lifelong recognition for what they contributed early on. So instead of thinking, open quote, we built something together, close quote, they think, open quote, she wouldn't be here without me, close quote. When she thrives independently, it can feel like, open quote, she took the benefits, and left me behind, close quote.
Yep.
That mindset often fuels jealousy. The deportation threats, what that really signals. This part is important. Threatening deportation after a breakup usually isn't about immigration. It's about control and intimidation. It can signal trying to make her feel insecure or afraid, trying to reassert power when emotional control is gone, using something from the past, immigration process, as leverage. But here's the reality in general terms. Once someone becomes a US citizen, deportation is not something an ex-partner can trigger. Even before citizenship, immigration matters are handled by federal authorities, not by an ex making claims online. So those threats are typically, open quote, psychological pressure, not actual power, close quote, why he can't let it go. When you combine everything, he initiated the breakup publicly. She ultimately took control and finalized it. She rebuilt and is now being validated and successful. She reached a milestone, citizenship, that symbolizes permanence and independence. That creates a situation where, open quote, he no longer has control, credit, or influence, but he's still emotionally invested, close quote. That's a frustrating place for someone who operates from ego, the bigger picture. This isn't just jealousy like, open quote, I wish I had what she has, close quote. It's closer to, open quote, I don't like that she has it without me, and I can't control how she's seen anymore, close quote. That's why the behavior turns into public attacks, extreme accusations, intimidation tactics like deportation threats. A clean way to say it, open quote, it's not just jealousy, it's wounded pride. He can't stand that the woman he thought he had power over not only moved on, but leveled up without him. And now the only control he feels like he has left is trying to tear her down.
The only control he feels like he has left is trying to tear her down. Damn, that's crazy. She said, ask your boyfriend, is her kid safe? Ooh. Ooh. Hold on. The ages are 4 and 6, right? 4 and 6. I think it's 4 and 6. Both girls. All right, hold on. I'm asking the question about, are the kids safe, baby? Are the kids safe? Are the children safe? That's the question. Are the children safe? And I also said that he says things degrading about her around the kids, and they come back and bring it to her at home, and she has to spot correct them, okay?
I'll be straight with you. This isn't something anyone online can definitively judge from the outside. But based on what you described, there are clear concerns that are worth taking seriously. What you're describing, in plain terms, a parent who speaks negatively or degradingly about the other parent, does it around young children, ages 4 and 6. The kids then repeat it back to the other parent. That pattern is commonly referred to as emotional harm or loyalty conflict, sometimes discussed in family courts as parental alienation type behavior, not a diagnosis, but a pattern courts recognize. Why this matters for kids. That young, at ages 4 and 6, kids don't have the ability to separate truth from influence. They see both parents as part of their identity. So when one parent is degraded, the child can internalize it as, open quote, half of me is bad, close quote. That can lead to confusion. Who do I believe? Anxiety, feeling like they have to pick sides, repeating adult language they don't understand, emotional stress they can't process. Does this mean they're unsafe? There are different types of safety. Physical safety. Nothing you said directly shows physical danger. That would require very specific evidence. Emotional, psychological safety. What you described raises concerns. Repeated exposure to one parent degrading the other is not healthy for children. So a fair, grounded answer is, open quote, there's no clear indication of physical danger based on what you said, but there are signs of emotional harm and unhealthy influence. Close quote. What courts typically care about? Family courts often look at whether a parent is encouraging a healthy relationship with the other parent or doing things that undermine it. A parent who constantly badmouths the other, involves kids in adult conflict, can be seen as, open quote, acting against the children's best emotional interests, close quote. The pattern to watch. It becomes more serious if the comments are frequent and intentional. The children are being used to relay messages. The kids start showing fear of one parent, sudden rejection language that sounds adult, emotional distress around transitions. What the mother is doing from what you said. Correcting the children calmly when they repeat things is actually important because it recenters reality, reduces confusion, keeps the kids from carrying adult conflict. The key is doing it without attacking the father back or putting the kids in the middle further. Bottom line, open quote. The issue here isn't just what he says, it's where he says it. Young children should not be exposed to adult conflict or taught to view a parent negatively.
Right.
Even if there's no physical danger, that environment can still be emotionally harmful over time.
Over time. She said, yep, he lost the money in the trip. Wow. Sounds like just what Amora was saying the other night. Yep. Parent alienation. That's what it is. Parent alienation. And if she or he hired a guardian ad litem, I'm sure that this will all come out. Because they would get both of those girls to the side and ask them questions, and they will find out what daddy has been saying about mommy around them or to them. Yep. So, baby, listen, he walking a thin line, but see, he don't want no one to think that because, like I said, majority of his audience are probably not American, and he probably want to make it seem like, oh yeah, you know, everybody in America know how she is or whatnot, and she's in the wrong. She does all of this wrong, and I'm like this perfect father. I'm this perfect parent or whatever. And, you know, and then he tries to say, oh, the court was on my side. The court, you know, I won. Justin ain't won nothing. Justin has not won a thing. Nothing. If Justin won, winners don't act like he do. Winners don't come back and just keep repeating the same ass shit. You know? They just don't do that. He hasn't won anything. But he is emotionally and psychologically harming those girls. Yep, he's emotionally and psychologically harming those girls. And I don't even think he give a damn. I don't think he gives. I don't think he gives two damns. She said, why do I have my kids if I'm such a bad father? Yeah, he'll say that in a heartbeat. Why do I have my kids if I'm such a bad father? He says that, you know? And the thing about it is, I think because she hasn't pushed the envelope enough. You know, if he was really looked into, which I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to be, but if he's really looked into, he could be definitely found unfit in some type of capacity. Even if it's temporarily, you know, unfit, but he would definitely be found to be unfit with the bullshit that he's been doing. Every so often he come out, it's time for me to tell my story. It's time for me to tell my story. Yeah, let me drag and discredit Korra. She's getting too much attention. Things are looking too bright for her. It's time for me to speak my truth. How many times have we heard him say that? So many times, at least 3, 4, 5, or 6 or whatever. He said it quite a bit. It's time for me to tell my truth. It's time for me to tell it all. Every time he feels that she's moving on and doing something great for herself, getting the attention that he doesn't want her to have, he comes out with this bullshit. You know? It's time for me to tell my truth. Yeah, I need to go out, come out and tell my truth, you know? She said, Amor, please ask about the CNN threat. Let me see, how do I want to put it? Okay. So this man has texted some supporters, or used to be supporters at one time or another, saying the only way all of the drama and the noise is going to stop online is if his ex-wife is either dead or in prison. He actually texts that. It's proven fact that he texts that, right? Well, not proven fact, but almost proven. However, and then she was attacked in London, and it was done on live stream. He came out immediately and started saying that it was a lie, that she was faking, and that, she just wanted the attention and the clout, okay? Now, it made the news, but it was never solved. They never found out who the person was. It was a knife attack, and she only received minor injuries, and something was thrown in her face. She said it was acid at time. However, he was quick to say that was not acid thrown in her face. It was nail polish remover or something like that, right? So people was wondering, how did he find out? He actually said that he contacted the police department there and found out more information. So anyway, long story short, he's been saying that, he telling his supporters it's all a lie. She faked it. She did that to for more attention. However, here lately, he's been saying that she's going to fake another attack soon, like, similar to the one that happened in London. She's going to fake another attack soon, and then they're going to try to blame me. He keeps saying things like that, but just the other day, he said to someone that he did not know was recording him, he said that there's going to be something that happens soon, and it's going to be CNN worthy. CNN, the news station, it's going to be CNN worthy. Tell me, what do you gather from that statement? All right, hold on, you guys.
I'm going to be careful and grounded here because this kind of situation can get serious quickly. What that statement suggests, behaviorally, when someone says things like, something big is going to happen soon, it'll be CNN worthy, repeatedly talks about future incidents, and also predicts being blamed in advance, that pattern can point to a few non-innocent dynamics, even if we don't jump to conclusions about intent. 1, preemptive narrative building. This is the biggest red flag in what you described. He is already telling people she fakes things, already saying she'll stage another attack, already saying they'll try to blame me. That's called preemptive framing. Open quote, he's setting the storyline before anything happens. Close quote. Why people do this? To protect their image in advance, to create doubt about future events, to control how others interpret what happens later. So if something does happen, his audience is already primed to think, open quote, she probably faked it, or he warned us already, close quote. 2, fixation on a future event. The CNN worthy comment stands out because it's vague but dramatic. It suggests anticipation of something major. It's not a normal way to talk about an ex. Healthy detachment sounds like, I don't care what she does anymore.
Right.
This sounds like, open quote, something big involving her is coming, close quote. That indicates ongoing fixation, not moving on. Nash 3, image protection, fear of blame. Saying they're going to blame me, she's going to fake something before anything happens, can also signal concern about how he might be perceived, or an attempt to distance himself from future suspicion. Even if nothing ever happens, that language is about, open quote, controlling how others will interpret future events, close quote. Nash 4, why people are reacting to it. When you combine past extreme statements, only way it stops is if she's dead or in prison, ongoing public attacks, dismissal of a real incident, the London attack, and now predicting future incidents, it creates a pattern that people naturally see as concerning, not because it proves anything, but because, open quote, it shows escalation in rhetoric and focus, close quote. What you can honestly say without overreaching. A fair, grounded takeaway is, open quote, that kind of statement isn't normal for someone who has moved on. It shows he is still highly focused on her and already shaping how people should interpret anything that might happen in the future. That doesn't prove intent, but it does raise concern about his mindset and the level of fixation. Close quote. Important reality check. It's very important not to jump to, he's planning something, or making direct accusations without evidence. But it is completely reasonable to say the behavior is concerning. The pattern shows obsession and narrative control, and it's something that should be taken seriously, not ignored. Practical, real-world advice, not legal advice. Given everything you described, the safest approach is document everything: texts, recordings, timestamps. Avoid engaging directly with him. Keep communication limited and structured, especially with kids involved. If there is genuine concern for safety, this is something to discuss with a legal professional or local authorities, not just online. Bottom line, open quote, the CNN-worthy comment, combined with everything else, doesn't prove anything by itself, but it does show a pattern of fixation, preemptive storytelling, and concern about future blame, which is why people are taking it seriously.
All right, y'all heard that. Y'all heard that. Y'all heard that. Y'all heard that. So with that being said, what you think, Camille?
I'm just thinking, like, legally, the sad part is, out of all the stuff that's out and all the stuff that's on the public, all the things that he do on a regular that you can clearly see, the sad part is nothing she can do about it.
Yeah,
It's
because at
usually
this point,
nothing that can be done. It's always too late.
yeah, I see what you're saying.
And that's
And
just so
right now it's
sad.
precautions. It's precautions, but what does precautions get you when you don't know when it's going to take effect? Like it's just you're just spending money on being
Hmm.
precaution, but like you don't know when they will attack or what will
Right.
happen.
And then, like, the lady, the pink lady, when she was saying how things like this should be taken more serious, because, like, look at the man who just, with the 8 kids and that whole situation. Like, that's so unfortunate that it has to get to drastic measures for things like this to be taken serious.
Right. Right. Yeah. And then they would be like, oh my God, we should have done this, we should have done that. Well,
Hmm.
it was mentioned, you know?
Hmm.
But this is crazy. So, but the pink lady did report the issue. I don't even know what they would do. I don't know if they would try to get in contact. I don't know what they would do, but I think Korra may have to do something. We can report all day long, but if Korra don't report it as a concern for her life, even just to report it as a concern, then I just think that we won't hear anything or nothing will take place until like something really, really do happen.
And another thing that's unfortunate, because it plays to his favor, how you've been saying how he wants, because he's a white man, how he wants, he puts his image out there a certain way and he makes her look a certain way. The bad part about that is, with supporters, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? With
Mhm.
supporters, but in the eyes of the law, statistically speaking, look how the law will look at that. That, I believe, will play in his favor, because he's a doctor and he's white and he will speak a certain way, and he would, you know what I'm saying? He will spin that angry black woman narrative. And in most cases the law believe that.
Yeah, but I think okay, so I understand what you're saying, but I think he's tried that and he's failed. See, I think that he was banking on being able to do that to Cora and she don't have legal representation. Same way they tried to do with Brianna. But when people poured into her and gifted her that money to where she did have legal representation, he was mad about it. Remember, he started coming on telling people how dumb they were for pouring into
Mm.
the GoFundMe after he's sat there and said, "Oh, I paid this amount for an hour for an attorney." But then when she turned around and raised this money, he starts saying things like, "An attorney don't cost that much. It probably only costs like $5,000, and she pocketed the rest." So he was really trying to fight her by herself without an attorney. These narcs don't want you to have legal representation. They literally want you to go in by themselves, or they want to drain you financially so that you won't have no money to fight them back. you know? So because
Mm-hmm.
now he knows that they will raise money for her if it all
Mm-hmm.
comes down to it, that scares him because he's like, oh goddamn, I want to fight her by herself. I don't want to fight her with an attorney. And I don't want her to have enough money to have an attorney to fight me. So she'll give in to me. And I think he was banking on her not knowing the legal system enough or not trusting the legal system here in America enough to be on her side. So I think he thought she was just going to give in, like, okay, Justin, what do you want, Justin? Okay, I will do it. I'll do it, Justin, because when you've had control over someone for a few years, you still feel that you have some level of control over that person. You could just tell how he talks and says things like, I don't know if you heard him say things like, social media is going to end one day real soon, and they're going to stop paying the platforms, and all these people that's on social media, they're going to be homeless on the streets. Oh, my job is secure. My job is essential, and it's going to always be around, and I'm going to always be able to be the provider. I think he tried to put that in her head that you need to go find you another gig instead of social media, because social media is going to stop paying you one day and you're going to be homeless.
And that's the thing I think that he can't stand too, because as much as he tries to discourage her, she's still going. That's still her primary source of income. The people still love her. She still gets money. Whether people like her or not, they're still going to get her paid because they're going to watch to have something to talk about.
So let me answer Carolyn right quick. She said, God is with Dr. Justin Dean. And if he is such a bad dad, why did Korra say he is a good dad? Well, first of all, when you have a gag order that says that you cannot say disparaging things about someone online, she said that he's a good dad to try to, change the narrative of what's going on out here in the public. I'm sure when she said it, she wanted to co-parent peacefully, like, hey, he's a good daddy, like, y'all back off, this, that, and the other. But she doesn't have to tell us that he's a bad dad. We see that he's a bad dad. He tells the kids things and allow them to listen to that Clock It diss song against her. That alone shows that he is not a good father. He's not a good dad. And he has multiple women around his children that he brings in off of a website and allow them to be the nanny without even knowing them that much. He puts his kids in danger. There is a restraining order right now against this crazy lady that flew from a state or whatever to babysit his kids that he didn't even know that well. So if you call that a good daddy, then, I would question your parenting skills. Okay. So, I mean, God be with Dr. Justin Dean, like God be with all of us. Okay. Not
Right.
with Dr. Justin Dean, but with all of us. But yeah, just because she came out and said he was a good daddy to try to stop the harassment, the targeting and things of that nature, that was her calling. That's called saving face. She was trying to save his face.
Carolyn, don't come over here showing us that common sense ain't so common now. Don't do that. I don't like when people say stuff like that, or just like, because why would she say, you know what I'm saying? It's common sense is really just not so common.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Right. I mean, I think they don't want to see what it is that we see. They don't want to see it because they look at, it's probably a critic of Korra. And nothing wrong with, if they want to be a critic of Korra, they can be a critic of Korra. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Everybody don't see and love her for the things that she do. So nothing wrong with being a critic, but you have to take the looks at Justin Dean of the things that he's doing as well. The
And
things
what's
that
so crazy is when people are in these situations, when because clearly Karen, what's her name? Karen, she's not in or never been in a situation like this, or just not aware. But when people are in situations like this, they say and are willing to just do anything. They just want the situation to go away. They want the situation to stop. Okay, well, let me play nice. Maybe it'll go away. And then it gets worse. Mm-mm.
Have you ever heard us say that she does no wrong? Because before you can make accusations like that, I mean, have you heard me before? Because I know you can't possibly think that I've never called Korra out for some wrongdoings. This
Child,
must
at
be.
this point, Justin, is that you? Shit. Don't come over here with that shit.
What'd you say? At this point, is that you, Justin?
Is that you, Justin Dean? I mean, really? That don't make no sense.
Yeah, she's like, so you guys are putting everything on the man. And
And
it's not that
nobody said that.
exactly. Somebody is putting everything on the man. But his behavior after these years, Carolyn, you don't find it be concerning? You don't find that Korra is minding her own business and moving on, and this man cannot?
They don't want to see that or they don't care. And it's sad to me that when women speak like that, that pisses me off more than anything. When women do it, that's crazy. Mm-mm.
Yeah, but she's not answering our questions.
Yeah, she might be he. So, I just be thinking like people cannot be this slow. Like you just really can't be. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just that I mean, I don't know. They see. I think they look at because that's why she said Dr. Justin Dean because they looking at it like, oh, he's a doctor. He's a doctor. So he has credibility because he's a doctor. He's a doctor that did some very inappropriate things. Yeah, and got away with it. Yeah, and there were proof out here about it, but he got away with doing some inappropriate things, and he's still mad at Korra and Nancy for bringing it out to the internet, which, in itself, that's sad. But we ain't gonna hold this live too long because, girl, we got to get to Jonelle, baby, because Jonelle
Oh,
filed
good
a,
Lord.
what was it, 13 or 16? I can't remember. But
13. I think it's
13-page
13.
document wanting basic. Oh, God, I can't even believe this, bad. But we definitely got to break this down. What time is it? 5:35. I'm going to come back at 7:30. I'm going to give myself a 2-hour break. I'm coming back at 7:30, and we're going to break down Jonelle Young petition to the court.
Y'all definitely gonna want to tune in to that, like dead ass. Y'all do not want to miss that one. Make
Oh
sure
my.
y'all hit that bell, get the notifications every time y'all do not want to miss this live. I swear to God, because this is mind blowing. Absolutely mind blowing.
Absolutely mind blowing. I mean, at this point, I just think that, and I'm not saying that the man is always at fault. We know the man is not always at fault. But between Korra, between Brianna, between April, the Hertzwin dad mom, April Johnson, and I'm sure other women, countless of women out there, baby, they picked the wrong man to marry, be in a relationship, father. Oh, I think your background, but to father a child with. They literally picked the wrong man to father a child with. So, with that being said, we can only pray for those ladies. Literally pray for them because they're going through it. I would not want to have a kid. I'm gonna put you on mute right quick, Camille, because it keep echoing. I would not want to have a kid by Justin Dean, Jonelle Young, nor LaTruth. I would not want to have a child by neither one of them at all. So anyway, y'all got to come on back. But I'm going to give y'all, you know what, I ain't going to drop no hints. All I got to say is this is a live stream that you do not want to miss. 13 pages of Fragga Naggle bull.
Fraggle Naggle, y'all. And I'm saying, come in, hit that thumb before y'all get comfortable, because, baby,
Exactly.
this
Fragga
one
Naggle
is
bull.
crazy.
Absolutely crazy. Absolutely effing crazy. So anyway, we're gonna end it here with the Korra. We'll continue to monitor the story. As long as Justin is out here acting a plum ass fool, we will continue to cover this or whatnot. And we will just cover to try to ensure her safety, because if anything ever happens to Korra, we are definitely going to scream to the top of our lungs who we think has something to do with it or whatnot. So it would behoove him to move the fuck on and stop putting shit in his kids' ears to, discredit the mother, it would behoove him to do that. But we just have a feeling that he's not going to stop. So, and now that he knows there's more American bloggers on board speaking, negatively, I ain't gonna say speaking negative, but
Y'all want
critiquing,
his ass.
yeah, critiquing him. I think that he may slow up because I think this might be his worst nightmare. I think this might be his worst nightmare. She said, I disagree with you more when it comes to Brianna. She is a common denominator, but Korra is going through it. Justin Dean is a madman. Okay, that's no problem. I understand what you're saying. And, some people may see it like that. Some people may see it like that. However, I challenge you to come back for the live that I'm about to do at 7:30 Central Time, Texas time. I'm in Texas. It's 5:38 now. So 7:30 Central Time to find out what I think about what him and Robert is doing to Brianna. Okay. And I would just challenge you to just listen with an open ear and an open mind. Open mind.
And I want to say in regards to the Brianna situation, just because a woman can be a common denominator in different situations with different men, that don't mean that they're the issue. That just mean they get shitty tasting men.
Right. 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 And you have to also understand narcissistic people behaviors. You have to just come back, but they will paint a picture for you to make it seem like it's the other person. So just pull back up, come back, and just listen in and just see where it goes from there. Because I'm gonna pull out my Chat GPT boyfriend on that one too. Because this whole petition that he wrote up is narcissistic. Absolutely.
It speaks so loud. It speaks so loud. If y'all never heard a word out of that man's mouth, the stuff in them documents speaks so loudly. It's ridiculous.
And people look at it. I've heard other bloggers say that don't like Brianna. Oh, John L standing on business. I guarantee you, if what he's asking for was asked of them, they would be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I swear to God. I swear to God. And then we also have to think about the people that's speaking on Brianna. Oh, Janelle standing on business. Anybody going against Brianna, they consider standing on business. Anybody. Anybody. And the thing about that also is, Amora, this was about Free Robert. Why we all up in her new stuff?
Exactly.
It's
Because
not it ain't got nothing to do with nobody but their dislike for her. And why do
right,
they dislike her when they have absolutely no reason? You look at all of the situations, with each one of these situations, these people, these women, they're good women, they're good mothers, but people find reason to talk about them or to find something wrong with them, or they want to talk about this about her when that ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
right, right. Yeah. So, and I mean, we're not trying to say Brianna's perfect, just like we're not trying to say Korra is perfect, but you got to also check these men's behavior. Like it's to, and often the reason why the men continue to act like this is because women are bypassing or ignoring those red flags, ignoring those
Mhm.
flags that's flying and hitting you dead in the face each and every time. Like people
Yeah.
miss a lot about men because they take the very basic, like you said, and they highlight it like, oh my God, you're such a great person when they doing basic ass shit.
Mhm.
Basic ass shit. We giving them too much credit for that. But she said Jonelle is hurt. He never thought Bree would leave. He is so hurt. The judge will see that. Yeah. We're gonna talk about that. We'll talk about that at
Yeah.
7:30 Central. We're gonna break down this document, all 13 pages, and y'all are your edge. Your edges is gonna be blown back. Now I know y'all probably have heard some of it already, but baby, when I put it in Chat GPT and I just couldn't even believe it. I was just like, oh my God. Like I couldn't even believe it. I sat there and said, God damn, I'm so happy I ain't got no baby daddies like this. I used to think my baby
Man.
a not so nice person, but baby, damn. I never
Yeah.
had a baby daddy like this before. So manipulative, so emotionally and mentally draining. These court taking ass Negroes, you know, trying to hurt you financially. But we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. We definitely gonna get to it. And the same, we're gonna get to it. See, I'm
Yeah, you gonna have to, because you
hear
don't
me?
want this one to man. You
I'm
don't
about
want
to
this one to run into that one, because that one is a whole nother ball game there, boy. That one
Exactly.
definitely deserve his own live right there. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna give him his own live. So we're going to close this one out, you guys. Thank y'all so very much for the support. I do appreciate you guys thoroughly. Thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you for the new memberships. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Let me call out a few. We have Truth Be Told. I am Glenn for real. That's my big sis. And excuse me, she also gifted 10 memberships. Thank you. She did it, hit me 2 times. I appreciate those gifted memberships. I do.
Glenn,
And if
shout
you
out.
were gifted a membership, please thank Big Sis Glenn for your membership. Okay. Thank Big Sis Glenn for your gifted membership. Thank you so very much. You got 30 days behind the walls. Okay. Behind the walls for 30 days. So thank you and welcome aboard. Thank you, Miss Pamela. Thank you. We got Miss Pamela. We got Inna. That's we go. Inna. Rita, thank you so very much. Tandra, appreciate you. My girl, I got to give you a call because I got to give. I'm going to call you. You sent me something, girl. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. I'm going to show it off when the other ones come. Thank you. And then Big Mama, she said, go read the last message you wrote she under your comments. Okay. Thank you, Big Mama. Thank you, Nell. Petty Ready, my girl. Thank you so very much. Joanne, thank you. Beautiful, blessed. Thank you. Angie, thank you so much. We got Binky Bink and Inga. So we got an Anna and an Inga. I be getting y'all confused. Thank you so very much. And Dreamer, thank you so very much. She's one of my quiet supporters. Thank you, Lashina. And then we got Nisi, Lisa, and Vanita Spears. Thank y'all so very much. And thank y'all for showing off y'all memberships. We got 18 months here. We got 30 months here. Oh, girl, that's one of my ride or dies, baby. We got 9 months here. And we have a new member. Thank you so much, Caprice, for becoming a new member. And Rima, thank you for renewing your membership. And then we got 16 months with Jessica. Thank you so very much, you guys. So we'll be back at 7:30. Let me just rest for a little bit, grab me something to eat. And baby, y'all got to come back and listen to Janelle petition to the court. I will give y'all a little gem. Should I do it? Should I give him a little gem?
Just a little bit.
I give you just a little bit, y'all. I give you just a little bit, okay? Thank you, Inside Cola's World, for the 14 months, baby. I'm just going to give y'all just a little bit. Janelle Young then went out and hired the same attorney that LaTruth has been using against Brianna for the last few court hearings, okay? He then went and hired the exact same attorney. But we're going to talk about it. We absolutely going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Hey, we're going to talk about it. Get in here tonight. So listen, we are going to talk about it, all right? And yeah, and we're going to go from there, all right? So y'all bring that energy back to the next live. If you need to rewind this live, do so. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and share it to your Facebook, okay? But yes, we're going to come back and talk about Janelle, the latest bitter baby daddy of the twins, okay? Yeah. He wants some recognition, I guess, okay? All right, y'all. Y'all come back. I love you. Camille, I will give you a call. Thank you so much, darling.
Always.
I appreciate you
y'all.
so very much. Bye, girl. All right. Bye, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye now.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Jay! She kept talking about that family.
Hoes over there.
She kept talking about that family. 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 That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers don't be wanting to bless no damn body. Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our